Man, I just like love this song. It's so good, dude. What a time it was to be in this area. I love Amara, bro. Anyways, here we are. $18? 17 minutes. Oh, gosh, dude. The trailer's gonna be so incredibly good, man. I can't actually wait. It's gonna be so good. Hold on. I wonder if I can, wait, I'm gonna try and do something real quick, actually. How's it going, everyone? Session here. Welcome. We are currently live waiting for the Final Fantasy XIV London Fan Festival happening in literally just 13 minutes literally from now. And I think ultimately I wanted to just use the remaining time we have before the trailer does come out to understand what are some of the things we might be seeing as like a prediction for the keynote, if you will. So I think the most important thing to keep in mind is that we're going to get a new extension of the trailer, right? So if we kind of compare it to the current trailer we have here now, obviously it's only 2.5 minutes long. There's not really too much to look at in relation to this, but there is going to be a lot more coming. First thing that comes into mind is in the event that we enter this scenario where we start going through kind of the territory of Terral and we see some of the things that's ongoing, there's going to be a moment in time where we somewhat come into battle with, you know, to this mysterious figure. We know who the opponent is in this scenario, obviously, but I think that what's going to happen is in the US trailer, right, we get attacked and we get hit with this like flame thing, and then the coat starts to kind of like, you know, have like a burning effect, if you will. Now, I think what's going to end up happening is what'll be revealed is the job that is this job. I think that Meteor, or the Warrior of Light as we are, right, we are the official job, the new job that's going to be revealed during this specific live letter. Now, to kind of quickly speculate it, you know, a lot of people are saying that to a degree it might be like the Corsair job, which is a very heavy emphasis because like pirate theme and all that fun stuff. So with this in mind, now obviously like we have a sword in the trailer for this one, but like this is like a very different image of what it can be conceptualized as Corsair, if you will. I don't know if the name Corsair will be used specifically, and we're definitely not getting like a cannon unless it's like an ability thing, right? But we do have like a little pistol here in the hand as well. So if this is the job concept that they're going with into Dawntrail, it'll be very fascinating because it's going to be playing out essentially as like a melee, if you will, and like sharing the role with Ninja in terms of being like a scout class. Now, in my mind, I'd like to wager that it'll be, people are kind of speculating that it's gonna be very similar to like a red mage, but like in the reverse order, right? So you're gonna have a red mage where you cast spells from a distance, and then you go up close to do your melee combo attacks, and then you can either back away and then keep casting spells, right? Ideally, this Corsair job, melee job, should be similar in that case scenario, but it'll be backwards, right? So you are mostly doing damage up close, and then you probably summon like a cannon, and then you do a bunch of cannon attacks, and then you go back to your usual routine of, or not at all, right? Maybe you might have the sword, and then you have like the pistol, and then have that be the weapon of choice that you use. I think on top of that, with Corsair in mind, it's going to be the second job officially, I would say, out of the raid job classes, if you will, where there will be a main hand and an offhand. So similar to like Paladin, where you have like the sword and shield, right? I think the sword will be the main hand, but then the pistol will be the offhand. That way there is like a reason to have two different weapons, because I feel like if they're paired together, that might not aesthetically be something that they might enjoy. Like I feel like players may want to differentiate it a little bit, you know, where you can have the design of one sword different from one gun and that sort of thing. But if they were paired together, that wouldn't be the worst thing ever, but I think they'd be doing a really cool step up if they were to actually separate the two items consistently as it is. So I think with the trailer in mind, we are going to see him, instead of it just like drip out and then go into the scenario with the food thing, I think what's going to happen is he's going to take off the cloak and then fight back and then reveal the secondary weapon that he'll use against his opponent in this exact scenario. I think additionally, during the scenario here where, you know, Ozzy's going through the fruit thing, the show's looking at some of the lore, they're kind of doing some reconnaissance, right? There is another character who has been speculated to appear in this expansion with a very strong emphasis, which is Cryo. And if you did know the end of the expansion of Endwalker for 6.5's MSQ, she essentially gets or reads like a letter that's hard to read, and there's like a little token, kind of like an earring, if you will. And to those who were very quick to kind of put the money on it, right, it was the green mage symbol from one of the Final Fantasy Tactics games that they revealed. So they're speculating that green mage will be the job that Cryo will take on going into Dawntrail. Now, again, I think that they're going to show Cryo wearing some kind of attire that will be reminiscently similar to what this one may look like to a degree, but it may not exactly be called the Green Mage. People are also speculating on like Geomancer. I've heard Pictomancer. I think it's not going to be immediately revealed during this keynote. We're not going to know the caster job, but we're definitely going to know the scouting job, 100%. I do expect Yoshi P to actually appear in the outfit for the melee class during this keynote, and he'll give us a little bit of a lore and a backstory behind the design for the job, the concept behind it, how it'll function. We won't see any key abilities yet, but we'll get like a small little tidbit of what it'll function like as a job in comparison to the rest of the jobs. So there's that. As far as the trailer goes, I don't expect it to be too extensive. Like, I don't expect Cryo should appear during this segment of the trailer with her new official attire, but it won't confirm her role as the caster class. So we'll see kind of what it looks like when we actually get there for sure. And I think for the remainder of the trailer as well, there is obviously a very big gap between this moment and leading into the finale of the end of the trailer. They're going to add something here as well that should add a bit of more emphasis into the lore about what's going to be happening and why we're going to Terral in the first place. I think they're also going to reveal a moment of Cryo's like idea behind why she's also there as well, because obviously she's on her own personal journey to come into this area to figure out what's going on too, so that'll also be revealed. Or at least I think it will be. And I think lastly, we'll kind of understand a little bit of a deeper meaning behind again why we're here in the first place from like the enemy's perspective. It'll be very small, but it should be there. Now as far as gameplay goes, you know, we obviously have the engine. That's kind of the newest thing that they're working on from a whole gigantic perspective, right? So we have confirmation that they're working on like textures and the coloring and the shadows, and obviously you're gonna have to get like a bit of a stronger PC/console to be able to like run the game. It's not too much of a bump, but it's still a bump nonetheless. And obviously they also announced that there's going to be dyes in 2 parts now for Glee or Glamour and everything too, which is really cool. I am expecting them to reveal something else that's new that they haven't showcased at the US keynote, such as, you know, like weapons also being able to be dyed in 2 parts. They mentioned Glamour, but they didn't specify like how it would work. Now, I think if I could make a request on what I would like for them to showcase as we begin shortly very soon, is they basically confirm that for ultimate weapons, this is my hope, right? My hope is that with ultimate weapons, so obviously we've had 5 ultimates throughout the entire Heidelin Zodiac saga, which is incredible, but there's going to officially be 2 jobs that are incapable of getting weapons for 5 different ultimates. And those jobs will probably be very helpful in those old batches of content. So I think as a result, they may make the announcement that like, hey, all of the newer jobs that came out will kind of rescind backwards, and then now officially glam and weapons can be available from the old ultimates for the new ones. So those are some small little, you know, tips and thoughts about what might be seeing. I think we'll also get a bit more information on like a beast tribe thing, or a tribal beast, if you will, in terms of like what we're going to be seeing more wise. We should be getting a bit of more insight as to another boss. So we did get information about the trial or potential boss monster that's related to the tribe of the Pelu Pelu, and it's Valley Garmondo, right? That's a very traditional FF6 trialed or Esper, if you will. I think we'll be seeing another monster or beast of some nature, and we'll kind of see that come into place as well. I'm also expecting them to a degree to introduce either one of 2 things. We'll either get the name of the raid experience, or we'll get the name of the alliance experience. We won't get the full details as to what it will entail to, obviously, and there obviously isn't going to be a trailer, but we'll know the name. Like, for example, you know, with the Myths of the Realm Alliance raid that was announced during one of the keynotes, and same thing with the Pandemonium raid being announced, but they didn't actually showcase any details pertained to that. I think they'll also tap a little bit into kind of the gameplay and what it'll kind of turn into and kind of focus about. You know, I know that there's a lot of conversation about like the meta and the job functionality, and I think that might be tapped on like a little bit, but you know, the whole purpose of this is to showcase the new world, the new aesthetics, the new incoming bits of information. So I think that'll be the majority of what the keynote is going to be catered towards. So hopefully we'll get a bit of more of that very, very shortly. So stay tuned to find out. I don't know what else though. I'm trying to think like what else they might be able to throw in there. They might throw in the Rothgar thing. The Rothgar thing could also be a potential showcasing of some sort. That might actually be one of the biggest ones. They basically revealed like Rothgar's becoming a thing. Go. Happy Eve Fanfest. Okay.
Ah, blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a
Okay.
change?
Ooh. Wait, it's different.
Come now. There's no cause for panic. This one might make for a worthy opponent.
Hey, yo, that thing is huge! That thing is gigantic. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I guess Astidian defeats the monster and brings it into the thing? Okay, okay, okay. So he's getting praise for doing that. Okay, wait, this is it. No? Oh, he didn't even... Okay. It's too early. It's too early. Aw. Okay. Someone spit taco? No?
Might you have a moment to speak further?
Okay. Oh, it is Queen Sword! See? Okay, this is so sick, actually. Hold on a second. I called it so long ago. I called it! Oh my god, I freaking called it! This job is about to be crazy, dude. This job is going to be so freaking crazy. I called this an eternity ago. That's actually so fire. That's so fire. Oh my god, I called it, dude. That's so sick, actually. I called it, dude. God, this is incredible. I called it, dude. I told you it was gonna be two swords that they combine together because it doesn't make sense for it to be a pistol and a... Man, I called it. I called it, dude. Oh my god. Freaking called it. Called it. Cause like it didn't make sense that they would do like a pistol thing. But like, oh, man, let's go. This man's in the building. He's godlike, bro. That's it. That's it. It doesn't even matter anymore. It's over for that. This man is in the building. In the building.
Thank you for coming today.
It is time, bro. It is time.
Welcome to the
I can hear the audio team in the background too doing stuff too. It's hilarious.
in London.
Let's
My
go.
name is Naoki Yoshida, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV.
The man of the hour. We are here. It is time.
And also, welcome Michael Christopher Coach Fox.
Hey everyone, it's great to be back. That said, some of you are probably wondering, where's Kate? What did Koji do with Kate?
No cryo
It's
in the
okay.
trailer.
Kate is back in Japan working with the team overtime to make sure that the game comes out in summer of 2024. So for now, you're stuck with me.
Bro, I need his shirt. I need that shirt, bro.
まあまあ確かにね、ケイトさん今もう日本で 7.0 の作業バリバリしてるからね。今日は工事に、プライマルズと同時に通訳をお願いしてます。日本の皆さんも、それから配信を見ている全世界の非課線の皆さんよろしくお願いします。
All right, that's right. Kate is hard at work back in Japan, and we thought that since Koji was going to be here with the Primals, we'd just try to get our money's worth. So.
改めて皆さんこんにちは、お久しぶりです。欧州ロンドン帰ってこれて本当に嬉しいです。
All right, it's great seeing you all again, and I'm so happy to be back in the UK.
さて、北米に続いて開催となるファンフェスティバル2023、2024、今回は欧州ロンドンからお届けしてまいります。
Okay, so now coming hot off the heels of our most recent fan festival in North America, we are excited to kick off the festivities here in London.
前回は北米でしたが、今回ようやく欧州にも帰ってこれました。欧州のプレイヤーの皆さんとお会いできて本当に嬉しいです。
All right, after seeing the fans again in Las Vegas, I've been really looking forward to seeing our fans here in Europe.
Thank you. そして改めて、Q14 から数えて13年、そして新生14、今年でついに10周年となります。これまでの本当にたくさんのサポートありがとうございます。改めてお礼を申し上げます。
All right, so we've come a long way in the 13 years since the launch of 1.0 and the 10 years since the relaunch of A Realm Reborn. And we couldn't have made it this far without you. It's been an amazing journey, and you have my deepest thanks for joining us along the way.
さあ、 欧州ファンフェスティバル、僕の開幕基調講演からスタートしてまいりたいと思います。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
And so now, without further ado, I'd like to officially kick off the keynote address.
Let's go.
Yoshida-san, what's with the...
Ooh.
気になる。
Yeah, what is it?
I love this entire
あー
thing.
確かにね、トレーラーに出てましたね。これと同じ格好の光の戦士ね。
All right, it kind of looks like what our Warrior of Light was wearing in the trailer.
まあ僕も50歳になったので、そろそろコスプレは勘弁してほしいっていうふうにスタッフに言ったんですけど、まあどうしてもやれと。
So now I just turned 50 years old this year, and I'm getting a little old for cosplay, but the dev team wouldn't take no for an answer, so...
God, like.
じゃあ早速新情報から参りたいんですが、今スクリーンに映ってるこの、新しい CG イラスト、パッケージデザインになる予定です。ぜひ覚えておいてください。
All right, so with that, let's move on to our first piece of information. First, you have this great artwork up here. This is the package artwork.
Ooh.
And... da-dun!
What's the job name though?
では最初にですね、まだ絶賛開発中なのでお見せできるアクションそんなに多くはないんですが、イメージをつかんでいただくために動画をご用意しています。
And our first new information is about the new job. And as always, rather than have me talk about it, let's give you an exclusive sneak peek with this video showing the job in
Okay.
action.
Okay.
Roll it.
Heck yeah. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah. If that's the sword stance, that's about to be the best stance in the universe. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh, it looks, yo, it's fast, it's agile, it's, oh my god, that's actually so sick. Okay, that, whatever that move was with the twist is sick. Ooh. Nah, dude, that's it. You've already convinced me enough. I've already been convinced, that's it. The fact that I already can activate a speed stance, sold. That's it. It doesn't even matter. Viper? The job is called Viper? That's actually so godlike. Alright. Okay. Okay. Oh, I love the concept, actually. That name is godlike.
All right, so the first of our two new jobs being released with Dawn Trail is the dual-wielding melee DPS Viper.
That's actually so freaking sick. That is so sick.
Final Fantasy 40完全オリジナルジョブとなってます。
Viper is a Final Fantasy
I actually
XIV
love that
original.
name, though. I actually love that name so much.
世界中から多
It's
数い
so
ただい
unique.
た二刀流忍者とは違った二刀流の、
get
正
it.
統派剣士を実装してほしいという
See,
たくさ
so,
んのフ
okay.
ィードバックに応える
My
形
theory
で
is that the two
今
swords
回
separately would be
実装
fast
が
attacks, and then the
進ん
two
で
swords
います
together would be slow
So it was
stances.
designed to cater to those players around
that's
the
not the
world
case
who have
at
been
all.
asking for a new dual-wield job that's different from Ninja.
Yeah. So now you activate a
この
stance
大物
and
レ
you
ガ
go
シーに
into
向けて、
overdrive. That's actually
完
so
全新
sick.
規で企画開発が進んできてます。
And it was designed specifically for Dawn Trail.
アートにも CG にもありますが、今僕が装備しているこのデザインがジョブ専用装備となってます。
The design
And as
is
you can see here in the art
crazy.
and from what was shown in the video and what I am wearing, this is the Viper's job-specific gear.
This is actually so sick. This is so sick.
では
I'm
バイ
sold
パー
on
の
it.
特徴を
100%.
見ていくことにしましょう。
All right, so let's take a closer look at the Viper's characteristics.
I actually love it. I love it so much.
ロールは近接 DPS で装備枠は忍者と同じデックス命令という区分になってます。
So the Viper's role is melee DPS, with the gear type falling under the dexterity melee category, or the same as Ninja.
It actually makes sense that like it's two swords out of the same sword kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's actually so sick.
二刀流武器というこの専用の武器を使うことになります。
And Vipers will utilize dual blades that are unique to the job.
クリックしてね。対応クラスは存在していないので、最初からジョブの状態で使用可能です。
And of course, Viper will not have any required class. You'll start with the job.
条件、使う条件は黄金のレガシーの、権利を所有していることと、いずれかのジョブレベルが80になっていることです。
And the only prerequisites for use being that the players have, of course, purchased Dawn Trail expansion and have at least one job at level 80.
そして、
I wonder if
ジョブ
the
の
speculation
取
that the
得場
job
所、
might be a little similar to
ク
how
エ
like
ストの
Reaper
開始位置
functions.
はウルダハを予定してます。
And the starting location for the job quest will be Ul'dah.
まあ、黄金のレガシースタートに際して条件さえ整っていればすぐに使用可能になりますので、バイパーで、メインクエスト進めていただくのも良いかと思います。
And again, the job should be available immediately at Dawn Trail's
Yeah.
launch, as
I
long as
don't-
the
obviously, like, I don't
aforementioned
get
prerequisites are
vibe that it's
cleared.
Reaper,
So if you want to play the whole
But I wonder
Dawn
how the
Trail main
job play.
scenario
I
as
want to know
Viper,
what
you can do
what
that.
the meter function is for.
続いてじゃあそのバ
Because I
トルイ
wonder
メ
if
ー
it's
ジ
like a
ちょっと見ていきたいと思い
buffer or
ま
like
す。
a
All right,
debuff or
let's
sort of
talk
thing.
about the battle concept.
バイパーはこの特徴として二刀流武器を使用しますが、
So a Viper will use a pair of one-handed blades to attack their foes.
これを用いたこの二刀流の攻撃と、さらにこのブレードを合体させた合体剣という攻撃2つ、持ってます。
But they can also combine these blades in a single two-handed weapon to deal heavier blows.
そして特徴的なのがですね、常時ヘイストがかかっているジョブになるために攻撃頻度かなり高いジョブになります。
So in addition to dealing swift attacks that are so fast that they feel like they already have haste cast on them,
今回、まだ開発中ということで、アクションまだまだ少ないんですが、自己強化することで、
okay.
先ほどねオーラをまとってましたが、そういった強力な、DPS を出せる状態という特殊なモードも用意されてます。
That like
and
does
so a
seem very.
Viper also has
it-
the ability to summon this special power to temporarily enhance themselves, kind of like you saw with that aura that they had in the trailer. So basically, you're getting that extra DPS.
ウェポンスキルの間にアビリティを挟む頻度というのも非常に高いことを想定しているので、かなりスタイリッシュかつ操作頻度が高いジョブとして、現在開発が進んでます。
So Viper is a technically demanding yet highly stylish melee job that affords frequent opportunities for players to execute various abilities in between the weapon skills.
ご期待に添えるように、開発を進めておりますので、どうぞこの新ジョブバイパーご期待ください。
All right, the development team is working hard to create something that lives up to your high expectations, so please look forward to it.
ありがとうございます。
I think people might be overthinking that this job
Yeah.
seems very similar to Reaper, but I
今
don't
のバトルのイ
really.
メ
I
ージ
can
の説
conceptually
明を
understand
踏
it,
ま
but I
え
don't
て
think so. Though.
もう一度先ほどの動画、流してみたいと思います。
All right, so now, with all of that I've just explained in mind, let's take one more look at that video. Roll it.
Yeah, let's see. I love like the breaking of the. Man, it's so sick actually. This is so fun. Okay. That move is really cool. That's my favorite move for sure. That's 100% my favorite attack. That move is also sick. This is so sick though. That's so sick, dude. It's so sick. The thing is that here's the thing though. I think they only showed you one attack. They showed you one attack repeatedly with that ability. So it's kind of hard to figure out what else do you do in
こ
that
のコ
stance.
スプレすごくてですね、武器ちゃんと合体するんです。
Yeah, they did a really great job with the cosplay.
あんまりあると飾りが取れそう。
Yeah, you should hold off. It's going to break. Don't break it. Be careful. Calm down.
もちろんこの王のレガシーで実装されるジョブ
What
とい
I
うの
like
は
about
こ
the
のバイ
suit
パー
is like
一つだ
because
けで
it's
はありません。
swords are
So now
allowed to be
you all
like
know
very
that Dawntrail will
dramatic with
feature
like their
not one,
design.
but 2 new jobs.
And like with the ninja knives, some of them like I feel like when they're smaller but they're like deadly looking, they're really cool. But like these are allowed to be a bit more dramatic, and I really like that though. So I think
All right,
that's
and you already know that the second job is to be ranged magic DPS.
There's no way that they
す
reveal
でに
it right
北米の基調講演でもヒントはもう出ており
now.
ま
There's
す
going
の
to be a
で
hint.
答え合わせはすみま
But
せ
they
ん日本の
won't,
ファンフェスまで
they
お
won't
待ちくだ
confirm
さい
the
But as for what that job is, well, other than the little hint I dropped back in Las Vegas, you're going to have to wait until Tokyo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's fine.
ではさらに
Wait.
何
Wait.
何
Are you going to hold those sword the whole time?
まあそうね
Yeah.
じゃあちょっと武器スタンド出してもらっていい
Okay.
かしら
Can we bring the stands out for the swords?
You know what would be fire is if they confirm the collector's
Maybe.
edition, and then the collector's edition
Stands for the
is
sword?
the,
Oh, there we go.
is the
Oh,
Viper
thank
class.
you.
That would actually be so fun.
Thank you
I'd be so cool with that. Because they don't usually reveal the collector's edition until
okay.
the JP version, but like if they do reveal it for
Okay.
the European version, that'd be sick actually.
And now for your real weapon, the clicker.
OK
You ready?
アイテムレベルアップ
Love him. Positionals. You heard that?
では続いて、基調講演進めてまいりたいと思います。新たな拡張パッケージ黄金のレガシーについて北米でも、ご紹介しましたがストーリー改めて簡単に振り返っておこうと思います。
Viper's
All right, so
fun,
we already
bro.
talked a little bit about Dawntrail's story in Las Vegas, but we'd like to do a little recap before we continue.
まず今回皆さん光の戦士にお届けするのは僕たちからの最高の夏休みがテーマになっております。
So we already talked a little bit about how Dawntrail would provide the Warriors of Light with a well-deserved summer vacation.
新たなる冒険そのバカンスの目的地は西方のトラル大陸と呼ばれている地域になります。
And that vacation would be taking place in the far western land of Tyrol.
すでにパッチ 6.5 のメインストーリーパート1にてその片鱗、出ておりますが
So with the release of part 1 in patch 6.5, you got a glimpse of where the story will be taking you.
本格的にストーリーがこの 7.0 につながっていくのは、パッチ 6.5、メインクエストパート2の方からになりますのでぜひご注目ください。
But it will be the release of part 2 that you'll better understand what's in store for you and the Scions and how everything in Dawntrail's main narrative connects together.
光の戦士の皆さんが依頼されるのはトラル大陸におけるある王国の王位継承レースへの助力になります。
So the Warrior of Light has been asked to sail west across the Indigo Deep to assist in a rite of succession for Tyral's throne.
Okay.
おなじみのメンバーもちろん勢ぞろいしていきますが
And of course, all the Scions will be joining the Warrior of Light in Tyrol.
今回そこで繰り広げられるのは暁の血明を二分する王位継承レースです
There was actually a tough
But
conversation
not
about
all will be
this.
on the same side for the upcoming contest.
まあ北米でも聞いたんですけどちょっと
It
ヨーロ
might
ッ
be
パでも
like
聞いてみましょう
like a
か
test thing.
どの
I
暁
feel
の
like
メンバ
they're all
ーと
still
一緒にレ
together.
ースに参加したい
Like
です
they're
か
just trying to
Okay,
play
so we
two
asked the same
teams
question
to,
in Las Vegas, but we want to ask all of you, who do you want to be with you when you're done the contest? Who from the Scions?
Because I think that people were speculating that. So I made the conversation about it being similar to if you ever saw
I heard
Marvel's
Alize first. Somebody's really
Captain
excited.
America Civil War. You know, you have like Captain America versus Iron Man sort of thing, and then they each have different Avengers on their side, and they actually go to battle over a conflict that they're like related to, sort of thing.
いや
I thought it was going to be like that.
いやこれ
I
だけでも
didn't
たくさんの
speculate that
方
they
に
would
ねいろ
all
んな
be
キャラクター愛して
doing
い
like
た
a
だいたのは
test
本当に
to
嬉しい
then
です。
I'm really
eventually
happy that you all love all of the Scions so
come
much.
together for the sake of what it boils down
誰
to.
が
So,
レースの敵に回るのかもご注目ください。
But we can't tell you now, but who's going to be on your side? Who's going to be the opposing side? You'll have to wait to find out.
good, how's it going?
でこの 7.0 拡張の全体のテーマとしては、ファイナルファンタジー14新たな冒険の幕開けというテーマを抱えています。
So the main narrative theme for Final Fantasy XIV 7.0 is a journey of new discovery.
もちろんストーリーもこれまでの拡張パッケージ同様、RPG 丸1本分の体験しっかりお届けしていこうと思います。
And as always, we plan on providing players with a full standalone RPG's worth of story and experiences with this single expansion.
そのきっかけとなる王位継承レースとは何なのか。
What, however, will that story entail? What is this contest?
トラル大陸にはどんなエリアや冒険が待ち構えているのか。
What adventures await in this new land?
そしてエメトセルクも言っていた黄金鏡というキーワードは一体何なのか。
And what is this city of gold that Emmett Selk talked about?
もちろんこれまで同様に皆さんに驚いていただく仕掛けというのもご用意していますので、ぜひそのストーリーお見逃しのないようよろしくお願いします。
And of course, we have a lot of other surprises. I can tell you right now, they're going to be big ones.
僕らもここからね、6.0 でストーリー1回ハイデリンゾディアーク編完結して、この物語がどう皆さんと一緒に転がっていくのかめちゃくちゃ楽しみにしてますので、ぜひ引き続き皆さんと一緒にファイナルファンタジー14作っていきたいと思います。
I mean, I know you guys really enjoyed the Hydaelyn Zodiac series, but we have something that's even better waiting for you in Dawn Trail. We hope you enjoy it.
ではここから、新たな冒険の舞台となるトラル大陸に関して、北米のファンフェスに情報をさらに付け加えて、お届けしていきたいと思います。
All right, so next up, let's talk a little bit more about Tyrol, and we're going to start by expanding on some of the info that we released back in Vegas.
これまでの冒険の舞台は三大州と呼ばれる地域でした。
So up until now, we've spent most of our time on the three great continents.
今回はドーントレイルの冒険により活動地域が西側、海を越えた西方へ広がっていきます。
But as we talked about last time, our adventures in Dawn Trail will be taking us far to the west.
ですので今回の拡張だけではなく、今後皆さんの冒険の舞台は惑星ハイデリン全体へと及んでいくことになります。
But again, this doesn't mean that we've seen all of Hydaelyn, most of Hydaelyn, not all of Hydaelyn.
では前回の北米のファンフェスでもお伝えした、プレイヤータウントライオラというところに関して追加の情報をお伝えしていきたいと思います。
All right, so next we're going to talk about that main hub, the main city player hub that the Warrior List of Light will be operating from during Dawn Trail.
これまでのプレイヤータウンよりもかなり多民族、多くの民族入り乱れた、街という特徴になってます。
So this city of Tuliyolao will be far different from the existing player hubs that the players have seen before.
これまではスクリーンショットとアートワークでご紹介したんですが、開発が進み動画の準備ができましたので動画でご覧いただこうと思います。
So the last time we were only able to show you the city via screenshots and artwork, but this time we've prepared some special in-game footage. So with that in mind, roll the tape.
This looks. Oh, I love that it's two swords in the back of the thing. That's actually so sick. Okay. Oh, snap, dude. I love that the two swords are behind his back. That means that the draw animation for it is going to be sick, and the way that the weapons come out, it's going to be so good, dude. Yeah, Viper's going to be so hyped. It's gonna be so cool. I also love that it's not like Corsair. Like the name is unique, the whole thing is unique. It's actually so cool. Like the fact that they're calling it the Viper class is actually so fire. That's incredible. That makes me so happy.
サウンドディレクターである祖健からコメントを預かってたんでした。
So before we continue, we had a little message from Soken, our sound director.
今の動画の曲まだまだモックアップなので、サンプルだと思ってくださいと、伝えてほしいと言われてます。
So he asked me to tell you that the music playing in the video is just a mock-up.
なのでもっとすごくなるから期待しててくださいとのことです。
And that the final track will be a lot better.
Interesting. So the song that they're playing in the actual trailer is not the final song for the
異なり、
trailer.
多数の民族文化が溶け合っているというお話
Yeah,
先ほどしま
and
し
in
た
that。video as well.
So as I mentioned before, the city is far different from the major cities on Highland. It is a culturally diverse, pluralistic state.
トレーラーで主人公と剣を交えていた2つの頭を持つマムージャの王グルールジャジャによって統治された国です。
So that massive two-headed Mamulja that we saw the Warrior of Light fighting with in the trailer, that's the current ruler of the nation and king of the Mamulja, Galul Jaja.
このトライオラ、オールドシャーレアンと、カイロで
I mean, I literally did Criterion before this was starting like 2 hours ago, and that.
But the Mamulja aren't the only peoples living in the city. On top of that, it appears the city has an established trade route with Old Sharlia.
今回ご覧いただいた、動画ウォークスルーですが、まだまだ NPC の配置が行われていませんが、非常に多くの密度あるオブジェクト、グラフィックスアップデートの効果ご覧いただけたんじゃないかなと思います。
So in that walkthrough that you just saw, you saw that there were no NPCs there. Those will be added later. But hopefully you got an idea of what the town will look like and all of the high quality of all of the objects that we have thanks to our graphical update.
Yeah. I mean, the game looks so good with the update. It looks so
では
good.
続いてフィールド行ってみましょう。
So next I'd like to introduce you to some of the new areas that you'll find in Tyrol.
トラル大陸のフィールド、まずは前回ご紹介したオルコパチャとヤクテル樹海についてです。
I want to know what that.
Okay, so
dark
first we're going to
purple
start off
area
with the
is.
two areas that we talked about in Las Vegas, Urcopacha and Yaktel.
Yeah.
こちらも開発が進んでまいりましたので、今回は動画で、ウォークスルーご覧いただこうと思います。
And since we talked last, development, of course, has continued, and we are ready to show you some in-game footage. Roll it.
Oh, I love that music. It's like so calming. And it fits the nature of this too so well. This is actually, look at like the water. Like the water looks so good. Oh, I actually love this. This is so sick. The music is so adventurous. Like, all of that is navigatable. I already know for a fact. You can travel all of that. That's so sick. It's gonna work perfectly that it's like a summer theme. It's coming out in the summer. Like, this is so genius. It's so genius. That is a future carriage as a mount thing. Just letting you know, you know? That's actually so sick. I mean, the fact that it's like next summer is so far away, but like at the same time, it's
ま
not
だ
that
ま
far
だ
away.
開
you know?
発中のエリアではあります
Like,
が、
that's the
こ
scariest
れまで
part.
今
It
回
isn't
これまで
actually that
以上
far
に環境設定、自然環境にかなり、注力した自然なエリアというのをご覧いただけたかと思います。
Again, what you saw is still under development, but we've worked really hard on these areas, focusing on creating landscapes that feel even more real and natural than ever before.
動画だけだとね、どうしても分かりにくいところはありますが、皆さん
Yeah, the
歩い
scenery
て
is not only
いただければ、
gorgeous, it
その
looks
グラフィックスアップデートによる、密度の
And the
高
thing
さ、
also is
クオ
that
リティの
there's a
高さ
missing
感じてい
color
ただけ
in
る
the
と思いま
current
すので、
version of the
楽しみ
game
にしていただければと思
that
い
they're
ます。
fixing
I mean, it's a little bit hard
with
to
this
tell in this
version.
video, but we've been taking full advantage of that first graphical update coming with Dawn Trail that you're really going to be able to notice this when you get in and play the game.
Yeah.
では続いて、
I already
ここまでは北米でもお話した情報なので
It's
さらなる新エリアを、アートとスクリーンショットで見ていきたいと思います。
But these two areas we already talked about in Las Vegas. Today, we're going to bring you something new, some new areas, especially for London.
Ooh. Okay.
こちらコザマルカという首都であるトライオラの南に広がっている密林地帯です。
Okay, so Kozamauka is a very dense jungle located to the south Tural's capital city of
Okay, this is the jungle
Tuliolao.
area?
ドントレーラーのトレーラーの中にも特徴的な、巨大な岩登場していたと思います。岩のある上部とそれから下部2つのエリアに分かれているのがこのエリアの特徴となっています。
That's like a whole little
All right,
paradise
so the
section right
unique
there.
rock formations
Like
that you
this
saw in
area
the
is
trailer are located in this area, and they split the jungle into upper and lower areas through which countless rivers flow.
特に上層と下層の間にある巨大な滝大瀑布も大きな特徴になっています。
And there are a lot of waterfalls in between the upper and lower areas as well.
ここに住まう部族も、多種多様新たな出会いが皆さんを、待ち構えています。
Several different peoples call this region home, meaning there's much adventure to be had.
ではこちらコザマルカ、開発中のスクリーンショットをご覧いただこうと思います。
All right, so let's take a look at some in development screenshots.
Oh, see, that's freaking
この
so
今回ご
pretty.
紹介するスクリーンショットはいずれも
I just
下層
screenshot
から
this
の
and just
風
make
景
it
に
my
なってます。
background.
So the screenshots that we have here are from the area's lower elevations.
今までではちょっと作れなかったような景色環境よく見えてるんじゃないかなと思います。
We're able to create a new type of area that feels very unique from the areas that we've created in the past.
今回特にですね空気感とかそれから光の表現というものに非常にこだわって開発を進めてます。
And as you can
Like
see,
the
special
lighting with
attention
the
has been
sun
paid
with the
to lighting to
reflection,
create this
like
perfect
the whole
atmosphere.
thing is so clean.
そしてこちら、
It's so cool.
昼間の様子ですね。
And here is the jungle in midday.
大瀑布から流れ落ちた水がいくつもの川となり、支流にこうやって注ぎ込んできていると。
And so the waterfalls from the upper elevations feed the countless small rivers that flow out of the jungle to the sea.
右に見えるのが集落ですね。そして中央の木にもよく見ると、上の方に建造物があったりするのがわかると思います。
And so on the right, you can see a small village, and even in that tree in the center, you can see a small building located within the tree.
そしてこちら
Oh, I like it.
最後はやや引いた
It's
状態
so
の、
clean.
円形ですね。
And so we've zoomed out a little for this next shot.
まあ見たところ
What I will
あま
say
り
is that,
危険な雰囲気というのは感じら
You
れな
got
い
like a
と
small taste
思うん
of
で
the
すが
tribal from
果
like
たして
the As You Step in like Stormblood
どういった
and
物
like
語
the
に
Secret
なる
Road
の
and
か
Shadowbringers.
いろいろ想像していただけると嬉し
But
い
that was
で
like a
す。
small
So
taste.
from here, it
So
doesn't
the
look
whole
that
expansion
dangerous.
being tribal
But you all know what lurks in the shadows.
is
so-
actually pretty
さ
cool.
てちょっと続いて
I'm
も
actually cool
もう
with that.
1エリ
Like
ア
the whole
紹介
thing
していき
isn't
まし
just
ょう。
summer,
All
you
right,
know.
so let's move on to our next area.
ま
I'd
ずは
love to
アー
know
トで
what
ご覧いた
it
だきま
might
す。
look like in a
Starting with some
scenario with
artwork.
like different weathers as well. What do you mean secret?
Wait.
What does that mean?
What?
In-game secret?
Oh, it's a mistake.
Bro, there's a
bug.
thing back there that's like involving. Okay, so
まあ
like
先ほどまでご紹介してきたところ
the
と随分
artwork
雰囲気が変
earlier
わり
in the
荒野のよう
keynote
な雰囲気
showcased
だ
like
と思い
this
ます。
this
So this
pyramid
arid
thing that was
desert-like
like
region is
it looked
completely
so
different from
crazy
the
actually.
previous.
まああそこにある
Yes.
巨大
Something
なシークレットの
something
文
was
字
showcased in
も
the
ちろ
key art
んマ
beforehand
ッ
for
プオブジェ
that.
クトではない
This
で
is
す
a。new image.
And so we have that big secret. That's not a map object. That's not going to be in the real game, if that wasn't obvious.
But look at the bottom of that. Look at the other section though. That doesn't look
ですね
tribal as much. It looks more
ものすごく
modern and
重要な
industrial. That
ものがあ
right
るんです
side
けど
looks more
あまりに
industrialized.
もスポイラーが激しすぎる
So
ので
that's the problem.
シー
See,
クレットって
there's
書い
going
と
to
い
be
てくれ
a
ってお
war
願い
between
をしたの
people
でああな
trying
って
to
ます。
So
modernize
yeah, what we have there is
Corral
something that is very, very
versus
pivotal to the
keeping it the
story. It's a
traditional
huge
tribal
secret,
style, and
and
that
we didn't
battle
want
is
to show
going to
it
be
here
the point
because
of
it's
that.
we wanted you to experience it in game. So I made sure that they put secret up there.
Bro, it's like a gigantic
なので、
purple
こ
pyramid
の
of death
まあ
type
気象
of
公園
deal.
などでお見せ
That's
し
what
て
it's
し
going
ま
to
う
be,
と
and it's going to be
まあ
so
皆さんの
crazy to
楽
look
し
at
みを
it.
ね大きく損なってしまう可能性があるので ぜひですね
I
プレイヤー
can't believe
の
they put a
皆
secret
さ
in
ん
the-
ご自
in
身
the
で
key
見ていただけたら
art,
な
man.
と思ってこういう対応をさせてもらってます。
Again, we want to show a lot of information here, but we also don't want to ruin your game experience. And so for this, because it's such a big secret and it's so exciting, and we
Bruh.
want you to experience that in game, we've decided to keep it under wraps for now.
Shalawani.
このエリアの名
Wait, that
前
sounds
シャロニー荒野と
fire, though.
言います。
All right, so the name of this area is Shaloni.
Shaloni. Okay.
トラル大
Shalawani,
陸中央部に広がる
This
荒
area
野
region is located in central
So it is a
Tyrol.
relatively flat,
Rain-starved.
rain-starved region in central Tyrol.
セーリン泉が発見されたことによってこのエリア近代化が進んでいます。
But here, civilization is experiencing a
Oh
boom
my
due to a
god,
recent
man.
discovery
Yo,
of
if the,
cerulean
yo, if the
deposits.
Garleans
まあ
are
セーリン泉って
involved, I'm gonna be
ちょっと日本語で言う
so
とね
lost with it.
何ってなると思うんですけどセーリン泉の湧き出る泉のことですね。
And so basically, there are these kind of springs where the
Magitech
cerulean
armor is
bursts up through the
used
ground.
with cerulean.
さあこの大陸での冒険だんだんなんか夏休みなのか本当にっていう感じにちょっとなってきたか
No,
なと
dude. That's
思い
what
ま
it's
す。
gonna be.
So again, we mentioned summer vacation before, but the more we
Because
see of
there's
Tyrol,
going to be an
the more we
argument
realize,
between
the less we understand
certain
about
scions who
Tyrol.
believe in the
じゃあスクリーンショット
modernization
も
of the
まだ
world.
まだ開発
Because
中です
like
がお
in,
見せしましょう。
the thing
All
is
right,
like
but let's take a look
Tyrol,
at some in
Tyrol
development
isn't
screenshots.
like third world per
かな
se,
り
but it's
広い荒
clearly
野が広が
not
ってま
in
すね。
current technology.
So yes, unlike the
in
dense jungles that we showed
comparison to
before,
like,
this area is a lot more open.
you know,
このエリアは
Take the
あれです
world
ね
with the Crystarium
バイクの
and-
マウントなんかが大変似合いそうですね。
So yeah, it looks like this would be a
Yangsha
good place to break out your
and
motorbike
Ishgard
mounts.
and like Limsa and like they don't use Aladdin
機械
technology.
化
Like there's
そ
no
れから
technology being used.
技
Everything is
術
so
進歩というの
very
が目覚まし
very
く進んできて
untechnological.
お
So there's
り
going
さ
to be
ま
a
ざまな
divide
人や
between
物との出会いが
technology
皆さんを待ち
like
構えてい
adding
ま
tech
す。
to the universe of Tyrol versus
So yes,
keeping it
you'll
like,
see a
as
lot
it
of
is
newer
traditional.
technology and
Like
machines,
even
as well
a
as encounter
railroad,
the
as
people that
technological
built
as it
them.
is for like a
まあ
transportation
先ほどの
system,
ねシークレットの部分がね一番このエリアの特徴なんでお見せできなくて残念ではある
and
んですが
carry the thing on the back.
Again, as
and
I said
just
before,
walk.
this area also hides a very, very big secret, but one that I won't be showing today.
この後のまた情報でもちょっとずつ
Because people are
あれ
probably
こんな
not
雰囲気なのかな
okay
みたいな
with.
情報出てくるので、
Here's
こ
what
の
I'm
後
thinking
の
actually.
基
You're
礎
going to
講
have
演
a
もちょっと見てっ
divide
てくだ
between
さい。
the use
Again, we
of
won't be talking
metal
about it today,
and
but
the
there
use
may
of
be some
non-metal.
things, some
So,
hints in other things that we have for you today
That's what
that
I
may
say.
give you
I
a
mean,
better
I
idea
personally
of
think
what
when
is
I
in that
heard
secret
it
area.
from the
も
US
ちろん荒野ば
keynote
かりが
that it
広が
was
って
going to be
いるわけ
divided
では
like
な
a
く
Marvel
このエリ
Civil
ア
War
こうした
scenario.
地域もあ
Like
ってですね
I made that
さまざ
reference
まな
again
文化
to
の
kind
融
of
合と
showcase
いう
that
の
I
が
think that
行
that's what
わ
it's
れて
going
ま
to
す。
be. Now,
Of
who
course,
will
it's
be
not
on each
all empty
side?
wastes out there.
is
The area
up for
features
grabs,
locations such as
but-
this one too that are populated by a variety of peoples.
Like in my mind,
かな
I
り
thought
の
that
ドラ
the
マ性
Live
高い
Yours
物
would
語
be
用意
separate.
してい
Like
ま
I
すの
figured
でストー
that
リー
we
展開
would
に
side
ぜ
with
ひ
Alpha
ご注
Note
目
and
くだ
Alize
さい。
would be like
Right,
on the
as for
opposing
what
side.
drama awaits
But
you
I feel
here,
like
as well
if
as
it
the
was
other areas that we
separated
showed today, you'll just
If they
have to look
separated the
forward to.
twins, that would be like a huge pain.
では
So
エリアの紹介これぐらいにして、
I don't know. The thing is, like,
前
there
回
are certain
北米
people
で
who
ご
I've
紹
seen
介した
together and
ペ
have
ル
not
ペ
seen
ル族
together.
に続き
It's kind of hard to
もう
actually
一
piece to who might be with
ユ
who.
コ部族ちょっと紹介してみようか
I
なと思
think
い
the
ます。
relationships that
So
you
moving on from areas,
establish
next
in
up, we'd like
Endwalker
to talk
can
a little
actually
bit
give you a
about
clue
the
to
type of
that,
peoples
but
that
it's
you'll
not like set in
meet
stone.
in
No.
Tyrol.
Like in my
まあ
mind, I
これは
feel
ね
like
皆さん
Oriange
ちょっと
and
見たことはある
Thancred
だろ
would
う
be
な
on the opposing side.
So this next one,
like,
some of
again,
you
I don't know.
may recognize them.
こち
You got
ら
the Moblins. Okay.
名
W.
前をモブリン
The
族と言いま
Moblins
す。
though.
And they are called the Moblins.
エオルゼア地域ではゴブリンと呼ばれている部族ですが、基本的には同一部族ですね。
So they strongly resemble the goblins that reside in Eorzea, but they have their own unique characteristics.
ちょっと特徴をご紹介しましょう。
And let's take a look at those characteristics.
先ほどご紹介したコザマルカに
Which is
住
interesting
む
because the Moblins
一
are
つ
not
の
in,
部族です
they're not in the
So these
jungles.
moblins mainly reside in the previously mentioned jungles of Kozamauka.
三大州に住まうゴブリン族はメカが
Because
大好き
the
でした
goblins
ね
are。found outside of Limsa.
So, and unlike the goblins of the three great continents who are expert builders and tinkers,
こちらは調達の達人ということで大きく考え方が異なっているようです。
these moblins are experts in gathering and procuring items.
彼らとの協調でですね、どんなものづくりが行われていくのか楽しみなところです。プレイヤーの皆さん、
He kinda
特にね
likes us a lot,
クラフターとか
so
ギャザラーとか
I think Yushola would
絡んでく
be
る
the closest
可能性が非常
I
に
think
高いん
it's
じゃ
like
ないかなと
Thancred,
思います。
Yushola, Oriange.
And
on
so
the
with
opposing
these
side.
moblins and allies, just think of all the the wonderful things that adventurers might create, especially our crafters and gatherers.
And I think Kryl too.
では
Like, if I had to really put it into perspective,
エリアの
like a
追
hot
加
take,
情
it'd
報
be
を
like
お
us,
届けしてまいりました
Estinian,
All right, I think that's
Raha, and you got
about enough
Alize,
today.
Oriage,
That's all we can say
Sacred,
regarding
and
Tyrol.
Yastrola,
Regarding
and then
Tyrol.
Cryo kind of
では
probably
さ
will
ら
be in
に
the middle somewhere.
黄
Or
金
she'll
のレ
be
ガ
on
シ
the other
ー
side
の
too.
コンテンツも含めた全体の内容、北米の基調講演おさらいしつつ新情報を混ぜながら進めていきたいと思います。
Now, I'd like to talk more about the other features and content that await Warriors of Light in Dawn Trail.
Let's go. We're doing 100, baby. So crazy.
皆さんのおかげで
I wonder if you'll
つい
try to
に
emphasize on
皆
what's
さ
going
ん
to
のレ
happen
ベルが
after level 100. Because that's kind of the conversation.
到達
It's
するこ
like,
とになります。
we
So
already
as you know,
know
we'll be
level 100
taking
is
the
a thing.
level cap into triple digit territory, level 100, and that's thanks to you.
Yeah. Because I know that he's unsure about what to do with the next expansion.
皆さ
If
ん
it goes
レ
to
ベル
110
最
or
後
if they
どれぐら
switch
い
it
ま
or
で
something.
行きたいですか
I don't
How
know.
far do you want to go? We're at 100 now. How far do you want to go?
2000
Because going from level 1 to 100
ね
is
あんまり
kind of
レ
a
ベル
lot.
の桁が上がりすぎてもね
So if they go to
The
like
UI.
110, same
More
thing.
Yes
Going from level 1 to
Too many
110
numbers.
would be...
That's right. The XP bar is just.
せっかく一回ね桁下げたの
That's
に
right. We got rid of some of those zeros, so we're gonna have to add.
もちろんクラフターやギャザラーの皆さんもすべてレベルキャップ100に、させていただきます
And of course, this will be for all jobs, including disciples of the land and hand.
Blue Mage.
では続いてバトル
Okay,
コンテンツに関して
wait. This is
ちょっと新
important,
情
actually.
報も交えつつお伝えしていきたいと思います
All right, next, I want to talk a little bit about some of 7.0's core battle content. We have some new things to show you as well.
Imagine. They're like no
ま
more
ず
2
フ
minutes.
ィールドのアクティブタイムイベントいやそれからモブハント新しいトレジャーハント、これらすべて、いつも通りしっかりたくさん用意させていただいてます
So,
I
active
like
time events, the
this
fates, the hunt, treasure hunts, we're going to have all these.
Cool.
でもちろん新しいダンジョンというのもたくさんあります
And of course, we're working on many new dungeons as
thing I saw
well.
in the key art in the background is crazy,
Dungeon.
actually.
It's a
It's like a
dungeon.
modernized thing, dude.
This is a dungeon.
It'd be crazy.
ダン
The
ジョン
thing
の
is, like,
数
I
も
don't
で
know
す
who the
ねこれ
opponents
ま
are going to be
で
besides
以上
the
の
freaking two-headed
同数
Memorial,
しっ
bro.
かり用意させていただいて
It
ます
would
制作順調に進んで
be
ます
insane if the
Okay,
Garleans
and we're gonna
are
have at
involved.
least
I'm
as
just letting
many
you know. If
dungeons
the
as we had
Garleans are
in the past
involved, I'm going to be so...
今回は
like my
いく
brain's
つ
going
か
to
の
explode.
ダンジョンについてスクリーンショットや
I
アート
don't
ワ
think
ー
it's
ク
the
でちょっ
Asians.
と
I think we're
さら
done
に
with
ね
the
追加情報
Asians.
と
But
して
it
お
could
伝え
be
して
the
いこうと思いま
Garleans,
す
and that would
Right, so
just
next,
be
let's
like...
take a look at some art and screenshots
wild.
showcasing a few of those dungeons in development.
と言いながらこのアートも新情報だよね
But yeah, this art, this is awfully new.
まずスクリーンショット1枚目
Bruh.
All right, off to our
This is
first
kind of
screenshot.
fire.
ダンジョ
Okay.
ン
This is a dungeon.
This is
Dungeon.
on fire.
This is a dungeon.
Yeah,
Dungeon.
we're starting here.
Dun-
We're going on the route.
Area,
Okay,
dungeon.
I get it. I
It's a
get it.
dungeon.
It's a
It kind
dungeon.
of reminds me a little bit of
Yes.
like
As long as you're
Lapis
sure.
analysis, like we
ま
do
あ
in the swampy
ダンジョンって言うと
jungle
ね
area.
どうしても
Cool, I get
こ
it.
う
I'm
洞
down for
窟を
that.
イメージさ
The
れがち
music will be
なんです
fire.
が、この
We're gonna get attacked by
一
wildlife.
見川の
It'd
普
be
通のフィールドに見え
crazy
ると
if
こ
the
ろ
thing
こ
like
ちら
stops the
ダンジョ
ramp
ン
and
で、
attacks it.
なん
It's
と
like a
ジャングル
gigantic
クルー
thing.
ズからスタート
Bruh.
します。
Anything
So
can
yeah,
come
when
from these
people think
jungles.
dungeons, they usually think like caves, but looks like this one will start off as a river cruise.
まあねちょっとどんな戦闘とかね
River cruises.
キャラクター同士の掛け合いとか繰り広げられるのか今からちょっと楽しみですね。
But I'll let you imagine what kind of battles and player interactions are going to go on there.
Because
で
even
もちょっ
that,
と落ち
even
たく
that,
ないね。
like
I don't want to fall in the river.
craft
No,
of a
no,
transition,
not a
like,
good idea.
that doesn't even
Yeah.
look like it's
Like
technologically
crocodiles,
advanced.
piranhas.
So that seems
Yeah,
like it's like a
so-
man-made, homemade thing from the people
こちら
from Tyrol. You know what I mean? Like
まあ
I
一
don't
見
really
すると
think
ちょ
that
っ
that's
とアー
what
トワークにも
I think that's going to be the
見え
whole
るかもしれ
point
ま
of
せん
the
が、こちら
debacle.
実機の、画像になります。
So I know this looks a lot like artwork, but this is an actual in-game screenshot.
This is freaking crazy. Actually.
川登りなのか川下りなのかそれらを向かった先
The
がこん
lighting
な
for
感
the
じです。
caves from both angles
So yeah, are
is
we
so
going upriver, downriver?
it's
Who
so
knows? But at
heavily
the end of the cruise,
showcased
this
with the
is what's
graphic
awaiting.
engines. It's so
いや
incredible.
アートに見
You
えるよ
can't.
ね。
They
It does really
literally
look like artwork.
they can't recreate that imagery with the two
この
lighting with
環
the
境セ
cave
ットア
thing
ッ
and the
プして
current engine.
る
They
開
can't.
発者 今回
The
ロンド
way
ンの
how
方
the
に
light
来てます
spreads
ん
towards the bottom
で、
of the
後ほど
floor,
開発パネルで
it'd
も
be
こう
different
いった
in
お
game
話
currently
してくれると思います。
It wouldn't
So
look
yeah,
like this.
the team that actually worked, one of the members of the team that actually worked on this, and the environment team is here today, and is going to be up here on stage. So looking forward to meeting and hearing what he has to say about this.
W. Oh, what in the world? Oh, you know what this
さて
actually reminds me
さ
of?
らに
It'd be
雰
crazy
囲気
if this is
一
like
変して
Sahagin
全然また
territory,
変
but
わ
it's
っ
like a
たこれも
different
ダンジ
tribe
ョン
sort
で
of
す
thing.
All right, and
That'd
now
be
we're somewhere
crazy.
completely different. This also is one of the new dungeons.
これもねなんかアートに見える
It wouldn't make
This
sense
is
to me
also
because
very,
like,
yeah, it looks like art.
the
こち
Sahagin
ら
are
外なの
so
かそれか
aquatic based,
何か
and
の
like
一
they
部なの
prefer
か自
to
然
be
地形
lower
と
in the
人
ground.
工物の間
and
に
closer
何
to
か
water.
紫色
This
の
is the
侵
exact
食
opposite.
物、存
But
在してますね。
it almost
So
looks
is
like
this somewhere
coral
outside
reef,
or
though,
inside?
kinda?
Is it a part of something? Are those natural formations or man-made? And what are those purple things growing everywhere?
It'd be crazy if it's like
先ほ
like
ど
an
のエ
anemone
リアを
thing,
も
right?
う少し上
It
がった
looks
ところに
almost like
なるんで
aquatic
しょうか。
life.
And here's another look of the same dungeon, but up from a little higher.
But it's also like a castle.
明らかに、雰囲気遺跡と思われるものがあるんですがちょっと雰囲気異様な感じですね。
So yes, we can see some strange architecture that resembles ancient ruins.
これまでに光の戦士の皆さんが冒険してきた
Right,
ど
but
の
like,
エリアともちょっ
That's the
と違
same
っ
thing that would
た印
happen
象
in
になっているんではない
another
かと思い
scenario with
ま
like
す。
underwater
Yes, this
stuff,
is
you know?
far different from any place the Warriors of
Like
Light
we
have
have
journeyed before.
underwater ruins.
では
normally,
ダ
but
ンジ
these
ョ
are
ンの
like
お
above
話
ground.
最後にですね、開発中の他のダンジョンの、まだちょっと実機はお見せできないんですがアートワークを2枚ほど持ってきましたのでちょっとご紹介していこうと思います。
So finally, we have some artwork for 2 more dungeons that we'd like to show you, but you're going to have to use your imaginations to visualize how they're going to turn out in-game.
まず1枚目
So this is our first.
Ooh,
Ma-
like a
こちらまさに
catacombs dungeon kind of
It's a
thing. This is
dungeon.
actually sick.
It's a dungeon.
It's a dungeon
This is actually so sick.
古代の遺跡
I
の
actually
ようで
like
すが
that they
しっかり
use
した
the
こういうね
darkness
構
to
造を
kind
持
of
ってる
shadow
というふう
play
にね
like
ア
a
ート見えます
wall,
ね。
But
but you
again,
can't
this
see
also
behind
has that
that.
look of sturdily built ancient ruins to it.
こ
This
ちらは
is
すで
so
に、
sick.
レベルデザイナーのレベルデザインが終わりそのレベルデザインに合わせた、構造をアートチームがこうデザインしてってるからですね。
Okay, but what you see here is not concept art. In fact, the level design for the dungeon is already complete, and this artwork was created to help the modeling team.
Oh, it
本
is
当は
very.
ですね
It's like
こう
tree
いう
roots underneath as
橋の
well.
あたりにです
That's
ね
actually some
アート担
fascinating
当者の
information
こ
right
うスタッ
there.
フからの注意書きモデリングするための注
I
意書
wonder
きとか
what the
設定
blue
が
is at the
ものすご
bottom.
い
I
数
don't
書
really
き
feel
込ま
like
れてるん
it's
ですが
water.
さすがにねお見せするわけにいかないので
I feel like it's
ちょっと消してきま
something
した。
So now, artwork like this usually has a lot of text written in the margins to help the designers. It's filled with lore and secrets. But we just kind of cut that out because, to avoid spoilers. Sorry.
そしてもう一枚
Okay, and now for the surprising one.
This is the most anime thing ever.
メカニカル
This kind
Summer
of looks
vacation?
like base Omicron from
Summer vacation.
Endwalker.
Summer vacation.
Yes
But it's obviously not there.
maybe cold capsule
Oh,
Yes,
say,
yes.
say cold because it's so hot.
I
maybe
don't think that
Okay.
there's anything. I'm trying to like look at the screenshot to see if
こ
there's
ちらも
anything
ダン
here.
ジョンしかもメインストーリーに登場する
This
ダン
art
ジ
style
ョ
is
ンなんで
insane,
すがあまりのね機械文明の発展にちょっとびっくりしますね。
So yes, this is a dungeon for the 7.0 main scenario. But again, unlike the nature that we've seen before, this has a lot of mech.
詳細な解説は差し控えますが
I don't know
やはりこの
what it could possibly
7.0の冒険単なる光の
I mean,
戦
the
士の
problem is
夏
that,
休
like,
みでは
ceruleum is
終わらなさそうな
So it's
気
gotta
配
be
が
like a
漂
Magitech
っていま
factory.
す。
So yes, it looks
Oh my
like Dawn
God,
Trail
it's a
is going to be a
Magitech
little
research
bit more
facility.
than your ordinary summer vacation.
It has to be a Magitech research facility.
では
You know
こ
what would
の
be
ダンジョン
crazy
に
is if
登
they're
場
like
する、
experimenting
強敵
with people?
ボスの一体をちょっとご紹介しようかなと思います。
All right, so
That
now that
would
we've
be
seen where you're going to
that'd be
fight,
freaking crazy.
let's find a little bit about more about who you're
It'd be
going to fight.
crazy
まあ
that they're
前回は
actually
ね、
experimenting with the
透滅
people
戦
and the
の
monsters
相
that
手
are
を
in
表
the
示し
area
ました
of
が今回ね
Tara,
透
and
滅
they
戦で
put
は
them
な
in
いん
the
です
facility
が
sort of thing.
So last time in Las Vegas, we showed one of the raid bosses.
バリガレマンダに続いてもう一体大型
Valigarmanda
の
is
モンスター
officially
の
the
紹介となり
trial.
ます。
That's what it has to
And
be.
this one is not a
Or
raid boss
dungeon.
like Valigarmanda that we showed in Las Vegas, but we have a very important and large enemy to
Valigarmanda
show you.
is the Esper. Yo, is that another variation of
名前をですね今回ご紹介するのはエリミネーター
Eliminator?
The Eliminator.
Yo, this thing looks like
ど
Alexander.
んどん どんどん夏休みから遠ざかっていく。
Yes, we're getting a little bit further away from summer vacation again. Yeah?
まあさ
What the
て
fuck is
どんな
this?
形で出会いどんな戦いになるのか伏せておきますが、こういった今まで多分皆さんが黄金のレガシーで
It
ちょっ
has
と
a
想像してたのと
face,
だんだん
and
変わって
like
き
I
たんじゃない
don't
かな
vibe
と
with
思い
that.
ま
That's
す。
actually
No, we
kind
can't
of
tell you
nuts.
much
Actually,
about it yet, or exactly
it
how
looks
you meet.
okay.
But
It looks like
it's
if
obvious that we're
Alexander.
going against expectations for
It
Dawn Trail so
almost
far.
reminds me of
そのこの
Alexander
エルミネー
and
ター
like
ね
X Death
機械なの
kind
かそもそも
I
生物
also
なの
get
か
Alexander
ダン
in
ジョン
like
のアートワ
and
ー
like
ク
an like
続いて
imagine
ね
it's like
だ
an
んだ
Eden
ん
thing.
謎が深ま
It's
って
like
いく
imagine it's like an
公演になって
Alexander
るかなと
Sin
思い
Eater.
ます
Again, it's hard to
Yo,
tell if
that'd be
this is
so
machine or if it
nuts.
is alive
If
or
it was like
something
an
in
Alexander Sin
between.
Eater, I think I wouldn't handle it.
Yeah.
あ
I wouldn't handle it. There's no way that there'd be
じゃ
like
あ
a Sin
続い
Eater
て
thing in
コ
this
ンテンツ
situation.
サ
They
ポ
can't.
ー
They
タ
they
ー
they
まあ
kind
こち
of
ら
sort
ア
of
ップ
can't
デート
bring
は
back
行
Sin
っていきま
Eaters.
すがもちろん今
So like
回
that'd be
も
nuts
全ての
actually.
メインストーリーのダンジョン対応させていただいてます。
Okay, next up we have our duty support feature, and
Even
you'll be
if we took
happy to
right
know
from the
that this
first
feature will
to
be
do a thing
available,
where there's
made
almost
available
like
for
that
all
doesn't-
of the
that
instance
doesn't-
dungeons for
there's no way.
7.0's main scenario.
かなり新しく、コンテンツサポーターとして加わるキャラ
If
ク
they
ターも
announce
多い
that
で
both
す。
And of
trials
course, there's going to be a lot
can be
new, a
done
lot of new
with
characters
duty
that are
support,
going to be
that would
included
be
in this duty support
rad.
feature.
たくさんの
Because in
AI 作らなきゃ
technicality,
いけなく
granted
て
that the whole
ゲーム
experience
デザ
from
イナー
start
たち
ARR
す
to
ごい
Endwalker is
しなが
single
ら
player
開発
based,
進んでます。
right?
But that
They
means
definitely
our
experimented with
game
another
designers and
crystal
programmers are
trial,
having to work a lot
right?
on
Which
all
is
of the new
cool.
AI.
However, you technically can't do every single thing
そし
super
て多数
single player
の
based,
新
right? So
装
if you
備
can
新
do
ク
the
ラフト
trials
もち
also
ろん
single player
ギア
based, that
多
would be the most
数用意し
amazing
てお
thing
り
this
ます
game has done in like a long
And with all
time.
these new dungeons and enemies, the Warrior of Light will need some proper new gear, and we have a lot of new recipes to make sure that you're
Who's this
properly
guy?
kitted.
お
Yo,
し
is
ゃれ
that
が
like
ね
is that
気
like
になる
minor?
皆さんもぜひご期
Bro,
待くだ
I
さい。
almost was gonna say
And of course, we'll
machinist,
be
and then I
introducing a lot of
forgot that
fashionable
it
items
could
as
have been
well.
like a
で
like
は
a
ちょっと
crafting and gathering
新しい
thing.
装備の
Bro,
ア
that
ートワ
looks like a
ーク見てみま
machinist
しょう
that。it
So
almost
let's
looks
take
like
a closer look at
Alpha
some
But I
artwork for
know
these new
that it's gotta be
items.
like minor. It's gotta be minor.
ま
What is
ず
this?
ギャザラークラフターもね専用装備当然
Crafter？
すべて一新されます。
All right, disciples
Bro,
of
the
the land and
shoes,
hand
though.
will, of course, be getting new job-specific gear as well.
モデリングも
This is gathering
第一
gear?
次グラフィックスアップデート
Come
を行った状態で
on! Like, look at the shoes,
順調に進んでいます。
The left almost looks
どの
like
よ
a
うに実機
freaking
で見られるか
like
ご期待ください。
So
a
we're
poker
currently
player.
in the modeling phase of development with our new graphical update. So for now, you're going to have to imagine how these designs will look when
The
rendered in game.
hat is fire,
そし
actually.
てこちらはジョブ専
Oh,
用
look
装
at
備
the
の
dancing
一部です
man!
ね。
Yo, the
And here
dancing
we have
man
some
is
job-specific gear
so
for the disciples of war
clean.
and magic.
Yo, Dark Knight
まあ
looks
どれが
sick,
どのジョブかは言わなく
actually.
て
White
も
Mage
大
is
丈夫だよ。
We don't
incredible.
need to tell you what jobs these are for, right?
White Mage looks
今回
incredible.
もジョブ専
Dancer
用装備はで
is
すね、冒険のその
fire.
地域の
Dark Knight looks
特
like
徴
a
デザインにあま
Dark
り寄せ
Knight.
ず、そのジョブのイメージというの
Monk
を
is
スト
clean.
レートに書き起こすようにと
Monk
いう
is
ふうに
so
ディレクションしてます。
Okay, instead of designing the gear to match more of the geographical or cultural feel of Tyrol, we decided to take a much more straightforward approach with their design.
That actually makes so much sense, though. Like, I don't mind like a little bit of like a little spice of
新
Tyrol
たな生活
with
系大規模コンテンツ
with the job design, but to keep it traditional to the job
So
design,
as I
that makes so
mentioned
much
back
sense.
in Las
to see.
Vegas, we are planning
cool with
some
that.
expansive new lifestyle content for Dawn Trail.
まあ 7.X シリーズにおいてもですね
Give me like
石ガールド
another
沸騰
island
とか
sanctuary.
そ
I'm
れから
freaking
無人
out.
島
Give
開
me a
拓
second
に
island.
続く
They can
新
actually
し
do
い
that though.
生活系の
Because
大規
in
模コンテンツをお
technicality, they were
届
like,
けしてい
hey,
く予
we
定です
kind of don't
This
really
will
want
be
to work
new
on this island
content
unless you
that'll
want
be
us
featured
to.
alongside
But there's no
existing
reason
content
for them
such
to
as
give us
Ish
like
Guardian
not a
Restoration
second
and Island
island.
Sanctuary.
なんとかですねこの場で発表したかったんですがもう少し企画の詳細を詰めたいということで、残念ながら詳細までは今日お伝えできないんですが日本のファンフェスでは、内容をお
You
届
can
け
give
で
me
きる
5
かと思い
islands.
ます。
I'm doing all
So
of them.
the plan was to show you that new content here, but the team in charge didn't think it was quite ready and wanted just a little bit more time. So we're going to be putting off the big reveal until Tokyo. So we have to wait a little bit longer.
It's
開
fine.
発チーム頑張ってるのですいません許してください。
The dev
No,
team
it's
is hard
okay.
at work, so please forgive them.
We're not mad at you, bro. This game looks
あ
incredible.
りがとうございます。
This game looks freaking incredible.
あ皆さんの拍手でね今めっちゃ日
You
本で
already got my
頑張ってくれて
pre-order.
ると思
I'm
い
just
ます。
letting you know. My
All right,
pre-order has
they just
already
heard your,
been
your
given to me.
cheering, and so now they're like, oh, gotta get back to work. Gotta
あり がとうございます。
So thanks.
ただ今回の、生活系の大規模コンテンツ、
Crafters
前回
never
ね
stop
無人島開拓は一人で遊ぶものっていう形でしたが、今企画しているのは皆さん多人数で、遊んでいく、盛り上がっていくというコンテンツの企画内容になってますので、また詳細の発表をねご期待いただければと思います。
So while Island Sanctuary was more solo content, this new content that we have planned for
Is it
Dawn
like a
Trail
party
is going to be
version?
something that you can enjoy with a lot of people.
Bro, there's gonna be a party island sanctuary? They're gonna call it like a beach vacation, bro. Like a summer beach vacation, bro. I'm throwing a party at my island. It's gonna be
各種
sick.
バトルコンテンツも
It's gonna be sick.
ご紹介しましょう。
All right, we mentioned battle content a little earlier, but we have a lot more in store.
If
さ
you
あ、
give me
これらのバリアントダンジ
a teaser of
ョ
the
ン、8
ultimates,
人レイド、それからもちろん Z シリーズも、
that'll-
ナノテ
that'll
ックシリーズ頑張っ
sell
て
me for European
これらすべて作ってまいり
give me a
ます。
teaser
So we'll be
of
adding
that.
new variant dungeons, a new A-player raid, and a new ultimate raid that will be just as challenging as those that become before.
そして
But-
当然ながらアライアンスレイドも新シリーズ始まります。
Okay.
And of course, we can't forget our alliances out there.
It'd be
今
crazy
日こ
if
こ
there's
では
like a
ですね
new raid
その
scenario.
次
Imagine.
のアライアンスレイドが一体どんなものになるのかご紹介したいと思います。
And so here in London, we are excited to finally announce our latest Alliance Raid series.
Okay. Yeah. It's F11! It's FF11! Oh my god, that's actually so freaking godlike! Oh my god! That's actually so fire. That is so fire. That's fire.
Thank you.
That is fire. I don't care what anybody says. That's fire. That's
シ
fire.
リーズのタイトルは
That's fire.
Echoes of Vanadil
I can't
と
believe I
いう
didn't
タイト
even
ルでお
think
届
about
けしま
that.
す。
Oh
So our
my
newest Alliance
god.
Raid is Echoes of Vanadil.
MMORPG として
so
大先輩である
cool.
ファイナルファンタジー11運営開始からすでに21年、その運営20周年を記念して我々、次なるアライアンスレイドシリーズはそのファイナルファンタジー11の世界を垣間見る冒険をお届けしたいと思い
Bro,
ま
of
す。
course.
So to celebrate
of
over
course.
20 years of Final Fantasy XI, we are turning to our MMORPG Senpai
Yes.
and stepping into Vanadil to get a glimpse of this wonderful, exciting world.
果
That's
たしてどんな
actually
ストーリ
so
ー、どんな
sick.
ボスが
That's
登場するのか、ぜ
actually, not
ひ
only
ご
is
期待
that
ください。
amazing, that's
As for
also
what
genius.
story will
Because
feature,
literally,
who you will meet,
there's a
what
lot of
bosses you
players
will
who played
fight.
11.
We can't tell you that.
There's a lot of people who played
もち
11
ろん
who
ファイナルファンタジー
like
11から
immediately came
続
to
く、ね、
14.
このファ
And
イナ
there's
ル
a
ファン
lot
タ
of
ジーシリー
players
ズ
who
の
played
長い
14
MMO を楽しん
who've
で
never
いただいて
touched
る、
11.
そして今もね、
So
ファ
like
イナル
now
ファン
you
タ
get
ジ
to
ー
experience what
11
that felt
遊ん
like
でいただいて
in
る
like a
方に
small
も
little
楽
tidbit.
しん
That's
でいた
actually
だける
fun.
内容に仕上げて
That's so fun.
いこうと思ってます。
But we can guarantee that it'll be something that longtime fans of Final Fantasy XI and even players of fans right now will be able to truly enjoy.
It's gonna be
じゃあちょっ
so
と
sick.
質問していい
Dude.
です
Oh
か
my god,
So, speaking of which, I
man.
have a question for all of you.
11今もやってるんだよなって。
How many people out there are still playing 11?
おお、ありがとうござい
No.
ます。
No,
い
no,
やいや、
no, no.
もう11はめちゃくちゃ
I
やったよ。
wish.
今は14やって
I
るけど、
love
11めちゃくちゃやったよ。
11 is
And so,
so
how about
good.
people that, I'm playing 14 right now, so I don't have time for them, but I played a lot of 11 back in the day.
ああ、すごい。ありがとうございます。
11
あ
is
りが
such
とう
a
ご
good
ざいま
vibe,
す。
dude.
長らくですね、我々スクエアニックスの
Complicated
MM を
game.
支えていただいて
Very hard
本当に
game.
ありがとうございます。
Goodness
So yes,
gracious.
thank all of you who've been supporting Square Enix through our MMORPGs for such a long time.
おそらくですね、配信を見てくださってる、方々も大いに今ね、手を挙げてくださってるんじゃないかなと思います。
And I bet a lot of people watching on the stream as well have been raising their hands.
ぜひぜひご期待ください。
So again, please look forward to it.
That's so sick. This is a massive W. Massive W.
ではさらに、コンテンツ継続してアップデートしていきますよというお話をちゃんとしておこうと思います。
And of course, we're going to continue our updates of existing contents as well during the 7.x series.
もう一個一個は説明しませんが、
I'm not going to explain each of them here, but you get the
Shoot.
idea.
We might go to
もうこ
okay.
れらは
More Hildebrand.
一
Okay.
個ずつ
Deep
言いま
dungeons.
せん。
W.
引き続き
Gold sauce update.
7.x でも
PvP
大量のアップデートをお届けしていく予定です。
PvP
So yes, you
update
can
right
expect
here.
updates
Gold
of
saucer.
all the content you see here.
That's gonna be so sick though. A
そ
new
して
deep dungeon is exactly
こ
what
れ
we
だけ
need
じゃ
to
なくて
because
で
like
すね、
Orcos
久し
and
ぶり
having
に
four of them is actually sick.
こちらも
So
予定してます。
yeah.
But we have something even more special. And
「青魔同士リミテッドジョブ」として登場していますが、その第2弾 新しい次なるリミテッドジョブというものの開発を今進め始めてます。
All right, to go alongside Blue Mage, we are currently working on an all-new second limited job.
実装まで、ちょっと 7.x シリーズの後半で実装の予定なのでちょっとしばらくお待ちいただくことにはなりますが、
But again, its release isn't currently planned until the latter half of the 7.x series.
どんなジョブになるのかちょっと聞いてみようかな。
Oh my
But
god, Dante
you know, we
is
do hope
about
to tell you more about it
the
soon. But
best
we're gonna kind of ask you,
ever.
what do you think it's gonna be?
Yes.
Beastmaster makes a lot of sense though, but I don't think that that's what it might boil down to. We will see though.
ビースマスター。
I think that
Beastmaster
everyone.
結構いる。
Here's the thing though.
ちょっ
I
と
think that they
聞
heavy
いてみてよ。他
speculated
に
it
どんなのあ
would
る
be
か。
Anything
Beastmaster,
else?
so they didn't pick that one. However, because the alliance raids are heavy emphasized on FF11, you know, we'll see. Who knows?
いやいやいやいや。
I definitely didn't expect them to reveal a new limited job in this one, but I kind of thought that they would eventually add another one.
英語だとなんていうの？
I can't remember.
And now
What
here's
is
the
it?
thing. Here's the thing.
からくり師。
Not only is there going to be two
Puppet
limited
Master?
jobs, they're going to obviously have their own
Oh,
separate
yeah.
content,
Puppet
right?
Master.
But they
Yeah,
also
so
have good
あんまり言うと
reason to
さ、
take those
決まんなんか
limited
それっぽ
jobs
くなっちゃう
and
から。
put them together in new content.
ね
So like, dude, there's
でも
actually
やっぱり
so much
パーティー
potential.
プレイではなかなか、
Like Blue Mage is
実現で
already
きない
an incredible
遊び
addition to this
とセッ
game.
トで
And obviously, like being able
新し
to
いリミ
use
テッ
it
ド
in
ジョ
like
ブ
endgame
開
ultimates
発
and
し
endgame
て
rage
い
would be
き
really
ますの
cool.
で、
But the
ぜ
fact that
ひ
there's
どんなも
already
のになるか、
this,
お待ちいただ
and
けれ
there's
ばと
going to
思
be
いま
a
す。
But yeah,
second
we're
job
really
for the
excited.
matter
We're
of it
working
all.
on a lot of different ideas, something that we can do
This is what's
that's separate
amazing.
from party play, similar to how it is with the Blue
Yeah.
Mage. So, yeah, please look forward
If
to it.
I'm telling you right now, if it is Beastmaster or if it's
どんな
anything that's like a
リミテッド
Pokemon
ジョブにな
style
るか
kind
お
of game,
伝えしていける
that
んじゃない
job
か
will
なと
become
思ってます。
cracked
企画は順調
because
に進
literally
んでおります。
they've already
Well, we can't say any
tested the
more here.
limits of
We
using
do
Island
hope to
Sanctuary.
reveal more information very, very soon.
So literally, if they do the Island Sanctuary thing
各
and
種
make
コン
it
テ
a
ンツア
battle
ップデー
system,
ト、ここま
don't
で
even
触
talk
れ
to
て
me,
きま
bro.
したが、
Everyone's gonna
今
try
回
and
もです
catch
ね、
every creature
グラフィックス
known
ア
to
ップデー
man
ト
if
の
it's like a Beastmaster
進捗
thing.
に
That'd
つ
be
いて
crazy,
この
actually.
場でちょっとお伝えしたいと思います。
All right, so now that we've talked about our content updates, I'd like to move on to the planned first graphical update.
前回のファンフェス途中経過お伝えしてますが、その途中経過に対して皆さんからのフィードバック、いただいてます。そこでさらに調整しましたよというのをちょっとお伝えしたいと思って持ってきてます。
Okay, so after showing everyone our progress with the graphical update back in Las Vegas, we got a lot of player feedback. Over the past few months, we've taken that feedback and we've made even further adjustments.
メインキャラクターの種族アウラだよっていう方、
So how many people here have an Aura character?
I have an alt.
持ってきたのは
Okay.
このアウラの
Oh, they changed more horns and scales?
All right,
Oh
so we're going
shit,
to
that's
talk a little
crazy.
bit about the auras, horns, and scales.
Okay.
できるだけね皆さんの
It'd be
イ
cool
メー
if
ジ
you can
損なわ
add
ないように
more
注意し
or
つ
remove
つ行っている
or
グラフィック
remove
スアップデー
more,
トなんですが
and you can change it.
Again, we've been tweaking
Or
it a
even
lot
like
with
the
our new
sizing
graphical
of it.
update.
The sizing
中
of
で
it
も
would be
前
really
回
cool too.
途中経過注目されたのアウラ族の角とかそれから鱗の表現っていうものにいろんなフィードバックいただきました。
So yes, our main goal was to introduce these fine adjustments that won't feel too drastic and ruin that unique look that we've all gotten used to. And if you recall, this includes tweaks to polishing things like the aura horns and scales.
まず次にお見せするのが前
I'm
回
pretty
北
sure they're
米
going to
でお見
introduce
せ
new
した
faces and new
途中経過のスクリーン
adjustments
ショ
for
ッ
that
トで
stuff
す。
too.
Okay, so first off, we're going to start by showing you what we showed you back in Las Vegas.
これがね前回お伝えしたもの。
All right, and this is what we showed you last time.
角の表面とか鱗に結構光の反射があってちょっとエナメルっぽい質感だった自分たちのイメージとちょっと違ったっていうフィードバックも、結構議論として寄せられてました。
So back in Las Vegas, the horns and scales that we showed you were very reflective and had a very strong enamel type of feel, and it was not something that a lot of people had expected.
これはこれでやっぱりこう反射があるので、クオリティとしては
They
比較
might
的
they
高く見え
might
やすい
showcase female
気は
rock
するん
art.
です
They
が
might showcase it. If they don't,
And with this
they
reflectivity,
definitely
I mean,
will
it looks
expand.
very high quality,
I'm
so it
not-
was
it's-
good for
I didn't-
showing off that
I don't
improved
think that they
quality of
will,
the
though.
horns.
我々が
They shouldn't.
3.0 で
They shouldn't do it this
企画した時のアウラの
If they do, I'd
元
be
のイ
shocked
メー
by
ジ
that.
に
I
近
don't-
づけるようにさらに継続して調整を続けてきました。
But it didn't really match our vision of what we wanted the aura to look like from our original design back at 3.0. So we continued tweaking.
すごい微妙なのでメインキャラクターアウラの人ちょっと一生懸命画面見てください。
All right, and so this is where we are. It's a very, very small change, so look very, very closely.
Okay.
Okay?
It's a lighting thing. It's the reflection
これ
lighting
が
thing. I
前
get
回
that.
This is
Actually.
before,
After
after.
That's actually good though, because you can see the reflection of the lighting with the horn. That actually looks so clean. Because the lighting on the horn on the male rock star side on his left, the light is reflecting here,
So it wasn't even
even though it's
more
coming
exciting.
from
まあ
here.
光沢がね
Like the
強
whole
く出
thing
て
is
いた
covered in
質感
light,
をちょ
but
っと
that
落
doesn't
と
make
して
sense. So
本
now you
体の
actually
色
have
へ
the
近づけ
shadow
てより
and
なじませるという
detail
ことを
coming
や
to
って
play
ま
with
す
it. That's
So
actually
we're
so good.
continuing our work on lowering that reflectivity to be able to get the horn color to something more natural and closer to what we originally intended.
Yeah, that's actually so good.
前回お見せした他の種
I'm so cool
族
with that.
というのもですね前回のものがフィックスではなく、皆さんのその感想フィードバック見てどんどんギリギリまで細かくクオリティアップや調整を続けています。
So this goes for all of the updates for the other races as well. We've been receiving a lot of feedback, and what we showed you in Las Vegas wasn't the final product, but a work in progress.
ちなみになんですけど
Okay?
このスクリーンショットのこのアウラの女性のね首にちょっとライン入ってるんですけど
And so some of you with some very good eyes maybe notice a little line on the neck
これ
of
ちょ
the
っと
female aura.
急いで首くっつけたんでちょっと
And so basically when creating this, we had to rush and like we just took a head and popped it on a body.
これは大丈夫治るんで
We'll fix this. Don't worry.
Bro, that's fine. You do what you gotta do, bro.
次なんですが、
right,
さらに細かいお話をちょっとさせてください。
So we talked about something very detailed, and so for next we're going to talk about something even more detailed.
ファイナルファンタジー14、9番と呼ばれているオリジナルのファイナルファンタジー14が13年前にリリースされ、まあ、その時から、より快適に遊べるようにという形で R エルムリボンが作られてます。
So as many of you know, the original Final Fantasy XIV was released almost 13 years ago. Then a couple years after that, A Realm Reborn was released to improve upon the original.
1.0 から遊んでるよ。
How many people here have been playing since 1.0?
I freaking wish,
Legacy.
bro.
Thank you. で
wish.
そのまあ新生版を作るにあたってです
I was too
ね
young to
やはりこうできるだけ短い期間で作り上げていくということで Q14 のそのモデリングっていうのをうまくアレンジしてここまでやってきたという歴史が実はあります。
So when making the move from 1.0 to A Realm Reborn, we didn't have a lot of time. So we ended up having to repurpose some of the original character models for A Realm Reborn.
今回グラフィックスアップデートではそれらの調整を行う際にこの9番から使っていたモデルというのにも改めて全てに手を入れて完全に新しいものへと進化させることにしました。
And so now, to coincide with the graphical update, we had to revisit our use of these older 1.0 models.
これこそめちゃくちゃ細かいのでちょっとよく見てください。
Okay, this is going to get really, really
People
detailed.
didn't know
So
that actually. That
look
like
carefully.
the 1.0 models were just literally like taken
no, no,
from
no,
1.0
okay,
and
so we
just
have our
thrown on
Lalafell.
2.0. you
こ
know?
れ現在のララフェル
People
です。
this is the
don't even know
Lalafell that's
that.
in game right now.
まあ可愛いです
Yeah,
ね。
we're still
Of course,
using 1.0
cute as ever.
models, which is like
ちょっとですね
so.
ここに注目してください。
So I want you to focus on this part of the face.
そのあたりで
It'll
す。
probably
Yeah,
get
right there
sharper,
around the chin.
and the lighting will also be more defined
まあ
on
で
the
きる
right
限りです
cheekbone.
ね
Like you'll
キャラ
see
クタ
the
ーモデル
defining
を
of it.
軽
Like
く
it
か
should
つ
like
高品質に見せ
lower.
るために
And
ロ
there
ー
should
ポ
be
リゴン
more
を実
light
はですね
showcase
あ
to
のほっ
actually
ぺた
give
の
you like
下
a
に
difference of his
す
jawline.
ごいこう四角いポリゴンを無理やりこう入れてですねそこでこう顎の影のラインをつけるみたいなすごいこうなんて言ったらいいんだろうテクニックみたいなことを実はやってます。
So, to ensure character models weren't a burden on the system, but also maintain a high visual quality, we implemented the use of these low polygon shapes. And the remnants of those can kind of be seen today in around the cheek and the jawline, those straight lines.
ただ今回キャラクターの肌の質感を上げてより影がリアルに滑らかに表示されていくためにですねノーマルマップと呼んでいる 顔の凹凸データみたいなものっていうのも全て改めて、きれいに作り直しています。
Okay, so with the graphical update, however, we went back and we retooled and recreated what is called our normal map data, which in other words is basically this data that's meant to represent the bumps and dips and irregularities of those textures.
そのためですね、その新しいグラフィックスの状態に、この旧の状態のモデルをそのテクニックを残したままにしてしまうと、逆にその非常に小さいポリゴンが不自然な影を作ってしまうみたいなことが、出てきました。
Okay, however, by doing that, it caused some conflicts with the existing low polygon data that we'd been using since 1.0, creating even these more mysterious bumps and dips in shadows.
わかるかな？
Can you tell?
わかる？
So there, and
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Yeah.
ここにね、すごい微妙に外側に尖ったポリ
There's
ゴ
just
ン
like
が
a, there's like such a
影の邪魔をしてるんで
in
す。
So you can see kind of there's these bumps on the chin that are kind of affecting the shadows.
いや、わかんねえよっていう反応だな、これ。
Yeah.
And everybody's like, I don't know, what?
ただ、これ、ララフェル使ってる方、どれぐらいいます？
How
Yeah,
many people are
I
using
understand
Lalafels?
No.
皆さん、自分のララフェルが一番可愛いと思ってますよね。
And so of course you think your Lalafel is the cutest, right?
まあ、なので、だからこそ、こういう細かいその違いっていうのを、まあ、なくさないようにできればしていきたい。
This is still not even
た
the
だ
final version
これから
of it,
のクオリティアップアップデートを考え
I
ていく
wonder
と
what the
ど
final
うしても
version
そ
will
の
look like though.
味として残していたそのローポリゴンのテクニックみたいなものを取っていかないとさらに綺麗にはならないので、まあ、そういう細かいところまで調整させてもらってますっていうのが今回のお知らせです。
And so I know
And
that
it
some people
still
may look
looks
at these kind of
better
imperfections
than a
born
ton
from
of
these
games
old
that are out.
techniques as something that makes Lalafels
You know what I mean?
Lalafels.
So,
And you know we didn't want to
like,
get rid
I
of
give them
all
credibility for the
because we know that
design.
that's what
Like,
makes the
they're using
Lalafels special.
2013
But
polygons for
moving with
most
this
of their
graphical
stuff.
update and having something that matches that, we decided it was time
So
to at
finally
least
they're kind
touch
of
them
like
up.
getting rid of that to a small degree.
これが最新です。
And so this is the new version.
影がめっちゃ自然になったの分かります？
So you can tell that like the shadow is now much more natural.
すごい細かいんですけど
It's very, very, you have to look
It's a
very,
small
very
detail,
closely.
but it's also still a work in progress, so like it's fine. It's gonna be a thing that they do for every single model, for every single character, for every single
いや
NPC
まあま
on
あ
regular
基調講演
PC,
で
and
話
it's
す
gonna
内容なの
be,
か
it's
っ
gonna be
て思わなくもないんですけど
I mean, you're probably all wondering, it's like, could we have not done this like at a different panel? Did it have to be at the keynote?
全てのプレイヤーの皆さんの
Like
キ
you're
ャラ
only
クター
seeing it
を
from this specific
何としても
angle.
今皆さんが
When it
思って
works
いる
with
キ
the
ャラクターイメージ
reflection,
のまま
the reflection
よ
of
り
the
クオリテ
lighting
ィア
in
ップを
game
させていく
will
ために
showcase this
ち
so
ゃんと
much
の
better
アーティス
when
ト
you
たち
actually
も
go
僕
through
も
the storyline.
こう
Because
目
it's
を
also
さら
going to
に
impact
し
your
て
cutscenes.
今
So the
と
cutscenes are going to
前を
also
こう
look
比
so
較
much
して
better
ほ
because
んの
of the
ちょっとで
polygons
も
that they've worked on for
ポリゴン
this.
の角があったら
And
何
for
な
the
んだこの
cutscenes
ポリ
as
ゴンは
well.
って言って
The same thing, like
ま
the
あそういうことを
cutscenes,
日夜
the
やっているので
polygons in the
ぜ
cutscenes
ひ
are also
グラフィ
1.0
ックスアッ
models.
プデー
Like
ト
that's
楽
the
しみ
crazy
に
part
して
about
て
it.
くださいというお
So,
話です。
But again,
Like
we wanted
going
to show you this
through-
especially because we wanted to show you just how hard we are working on this graphical update. We understand that you all love your characters, and we don't want to change your characters, but we do want to make them look a lot better. And so we're working on these tiniest of issues to improve it. I'm there looking at everything. If I see even a hint of a polygon, I'm like, no polygon! And so, again, this is the extent of the work that we're doing, and we wanted to
If
show
you
that
go
with you
through the
here today.
original saga again, it's gonna feel different. Even if the story is obviously
まあ
the
でも
same, but
これだ
graphically
けだと
watching
ね、い
everything,
くらな
it'll
ん
be
でも
different.
ちょっと
For sure.
細かすぎるだろうということですごい分かりやすいスクリーンショット1個持ってきました。
All right, that was enough talk about the super tiny technical issues. Let's talk about something easy.
グラフィックスアップデートで、帽子と頭装備とですね、メガネが同時に装備できるようになるキャラクター集め
Because
て
they're
み
gonna
ました。
start, they're gonna start
And
implementing
so,
things as
the
like fashion
glasses.
accessories.
Helmets, glasses.
Yeah, for sure.
What's easier than that?
They're gonna start implementing a lot of fashion accessories as part of like a grand
という
thing.
わけで第一次グラフィックスアップデート順調に作業進んでます。
All right, so development on that first graphical update is proceeding smoothly.
これまでの13年にわたる膨大なセットアーティストたちがですね必死に調整をしてくれてます。
Our artists are working tirelessly to improve all of our 13 years of graphical assets.
このグラフィックスアップデートやファイナルファンタジー14のグラフィックスがどんなテクニックを使って作られているのか、このファンフェスの開発パネルでも実際にツールの映像などを交えて、お見せしていこうと思います。
So for those of you who want to know more about this topic of graphical update, as well as the kind of techniques that the team uses to create Final Fantasy XIV, we have this great development panel coming up a little bit later that will show you all about how we do this and show you even some of the tools that we use.
I'm absolutely watching that.
かなり面白い内容になっていますので、ぜひ開発パネルの方にもご注目ください。
It's going to be really interesting, so we hope you look forward to it and are here to watch it with
Like,
us.
look at the lighting between the hat and the Rogadin, you know what I mean? If you
どうしても
look
ね、
at the
スペック上が
Rogadin,
っ
the
ちゃうので、
lighting
改
that
めてちょっ
reflects
とお
from
さ
him
らい
on
してお
his,
きま
on
す。
his face.
All right, while we're here, we
And
want to
the,
remind you one more time about the new minimum
And the Elzen doesn't
and
have any
recommended
lighting because
requirements.
of their hat too. And you can see the reflection actually of
How
the
many
hat
people are
kind
ready
of
to go?
bend in light. It actually looks so
Oh.
clean. Like it's actually so
Alright.
clean.
半分ぐらいは大丈夫です
About
ね。
half, that's good.
そこまでめちゃくちゃ高くしないようにしてますので、ぜひすいませんがよろしくお願いしま
We
す。
haven't raised it too much, but please understand. Thank you.
はい。では、残りの時間、この先 7.0 までに、アップデートしていく内容の、追加情報をお届けしていければと思います。
All right, so finally today, I want to talk a little bit about the content we have planned before the release of 7.0.
So we got the Xbox beta.
ま
That's
ずは
up and running. We're
北
still
米で
going
発
through
表さ
trials
せ
up
てい
and
ただ
running.
いた Xbox バージョンに関してで
Yep,
す。
that's
All
right
right,
around
first
the
off, we
corner.
have the open beta test for the Xbox version.
That'll be
はい、
6.55.
Xbox
We
バー
get
ジ
the
ョンはです
variant
ね、
dungeon coming out in 2
来年
weeks.
1月中旬から
And we got
2
the
月
final
に
relic
かけ
for
て、
Mandalore
スター
coming
ト
out
さ
in
せていた
January
だ
as
きま
well.
す。
And our test is scheduled to begin in mid-January and continue through February.
このオープンベータでしっかり
I wonder
問題
what
点
information
洗い出してですね、
she's gotten on the cloud
7.0、
beta testing for
黄金の
the
レガシーより
North American
前
PC. I
に
haven't even checked that.
Xbox バージョンも正式サービスへ、移行させていただきます。
This is again to find problems before the release of 7.0 and smooth all of those out so that we have a smooth launch.
ぜひですね、オープンベータプレイをしていただきつつ 7.0 の冒険に、
Viper
Xbox
Ultimate
ファンの皆さん、
and Relic
備えていただければと思います。
So all of our Xbox users out there, we welcome you to join the test and help us make the game great.
I do really hope.
では
Again,
続い
it's
て、
such a
新しい
far
7.0、
reach, okay?
7.0 じ
But
ゃな
I
い
do hope that they
6.5X で
use the
実装され
graphical
る
update
コンテ
to
ンツ
address
動画をご用
something
意してきましたので、
in
まずそちらを
relations
ご覧い
to
ただこうと思い
ultimate
ます。
weapon content.
And so
Or
now
if
for
they
our next
don't tell us
announcement
here
of
at the keynote,
6.5X
they at
content,
least
we
make
have
it
this special
notable
video.
somewhere in like a
Roll
patch
it.
Because that'd be really cool, actually. This is it's actually really. Oh yeah, this is coming out in later on this patch. I already forgot about that entirely. Actually, Fall Guys already had their collaboration finished in the beginning of October. So yeah, actually surfaced it. And also, the best part about this, I'm pretty sure. I kind of hope that they confirm it. I think that this is permanent as well. Actually, no. I think they mentioned that it was limited time. Actually, I don't know. If this is permanent, though, that'd be godlike. If it's not permanent, I understand. But, like, if it's permanent, though, that'd be so exciting. I do believe that this is perfect. I think that this is like such a sick crossover, and if it's permanent, that'd be so sick. There's freaking nah. That's it. It's official. It's permanent. No. This confirms it. You get a freaking Fall Guys minion? Nah, it's permanent. It's permanent. Yeah, it's permanent.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
Oh, see, boom, there you go. October 31st, Halloween,
14のゴールド操作に
There
い
you go.
よ
Now
い
you
よ
have
フォール
permission.
ガ
In 10
イズが
days,
実
we
装
get
となります。
6.51.
All right, you've been
Guaranteed.
waiting a long time for this. Fall Guys will finally be available in the gold saucer.
Yeah.
パッチ 6.51 ということで
If there's glam for it, if
実装
there's
日出てますね。
glam,
10月
it's definitely like a
31日パッチ
permanent inclusion.
6.51
And if it's not
リリースとなり
permanent,
ます。
they will
All right,
phase it
and
out
as it says here, it's
and
planned for release on
and
October 35th.
collaborate with it again in the future.
Patch 6.51.
So there's freaking Fall Guys. That's it. I don't
もうすぐだ
care.
ね。
There's Fall Guys, man. I'm
Yes,
in for
in
it.
just a week.
matter.
今回動画で、ご覧いた
You
だ
can't
いた通
question
り、
why
フォール
it-
ガイズのエッ
how
セ
weird
ン
it
ス
is
を
for it to be in
入れ
this
つつ、
game
フォ
or
ー
why
ル
it's
ガイ
in
ズ
this
チームにも
game.
監
Listen,
修して
everybody
もらいなが
loves
ら、ファイナルファンタジー
FF14.
14
It's the
独
greatest
自
game of
の
all
味付けを
time.
行った
And we're
コラ
gonna
ボ
get
レーション
collaborations
アト
like
ラクション
crazy.
となってい
And
ま
it
す。
doesn't matter
So as you
what
saw
it
in the
is.
trailer, this
This is
collaboration will
hilarious.
maintain that
And I'm down
Fall
for
Guys
it.
aesthetic. We
I
had people
can't
from the
wait
Fall Guys
to
dev team help us out, make
literally
sure that we follow
nuts
that.
on the
But it will
ground.
also feature this unique Final Fantasy XIV spin on all the frenetic Fall Guys gameplay we know and love.
I'm so down for
こち
that.
らのコンテンツ、24人まで同時にプレイすることが可能で、
They didn't show
も
us
ちろん
glam.
マッチン
You
グに
didn't
も
tell
対
me
応
that
さ
they
せ
were
てい
going
た
to
だ
be
いてま
glam or a
す。
minion.
This
Now
content
that
is
there's a glam or a
designed for
minion,
groups of
that
24
also means that
players,
there's going to be a mount.
with,
They
of
haven't
course,
showcased the
random
mount.
party matches
There's
for
going to be
players
the
who
Fall
don't
Guys
arrive
mount.
with their own alliance.
でこちらのフォールガイズなんですが、ちょっと特徴がありまして、開催が、不定期というか、何ヶ月かおきに開催されてしばらくお休みして、開催されてしばらくお休みしてという数ヶ月おきにオープンとクローズを、繰り返していく予定です。
Okay, so one unique characteristic with this content is that it's not always going to be open. There will be periods of time where it is available, and then period of times when it's not available,
Permanent.
and we'll
That's
be
the
repeating that
confirmation.
over a cycle.
It's a
どうしても
permanent,
そうし
it's
な
a
いとこ
permanent
う
inclusion in
一
the
気に
Force
ねや
universe,
ったら
which
ま
means
た
that we're
人が
always
他
going
の
to
と
get
こ行っ
Fall
ちゃって
Guys.
みたいなことになるので
But it is
定期的
going
にやって
to
いきますので、あまりね焦らずに
implemented
皆
here
さんの
and
時
there.
間のある時に
Because if we
開
had this
催と合
every
わせ
single
てやって
day,
ってく
people
れれ
would
ばと
lose
思い
their
ます。
minds. Which
Again, we
makes
want
no
to keep the
sense.
balance between the two games and keep that fair. So we're going to have, again, times on and times off, so you can enjoy the Fall Guys content and then go back to
That's
other
cool.
content.
もちろん
That's very cool.
多数のオリジナル報酬ご用意しておりますので、ぜひプレイしてそれらのギアも手に入れてみてください。
And of course, there will be a great deal of unique prizes for those who participate and win, so
If
please look
there's
forward to
Fall
it all.
Guys weapons,
ではも
I
う
didn't
一
even think
つ
about there being weapons.
6.5X シリーズで実装となる
If there's weapons,
特別なクエストについてお伝えしようと思います。
And next, we have one final big announcement for a special quest that's going to be appearing in the 6.5X series.
こちらも動画でまずはご紹介したいと思います。
We have a video to introduce this big announcement as well, so roll it.
You can't do this to me. Like, of course, right? Like, of course? There's a fucking trial? Sorry, I just swore. There is a Ifrit trial, dude. There's an Ifrit trial. And guess what? Clive is in there. Clive is right there. I just saw him. Yo, look, he's right there. He's over there. Yo, that means that there's gonna be a mount and there's gonna be like a thing. Yo, it's gonna be so clean. It's gonna be so clean, bro. He has an animation and he activates the freaking. This game is the greatest, bro. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm so lucky. You know what they're gonna do? Yo, they're gonna make you turn into Ifrit. You get the. Nah, that's it. Yo. There's no way. Are you kidding? Yo. And you get Clive's outfit. Nah. This is the greatest game of all time. I don't care what anyone says. I get for dollars a mount and a minion and the Clive outfit, and they got their Ifrit battle and it's
というわけでです
permanent.
ね、ファイナルファンタジーシリーズ最新作16とのクロスオーバークエストのお知らせです。
That's right, we can finally announce our Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy XVI
Yo,
crossover
there's gonna
event.
be a quest line, and it's gonna be a
ファイナルファ
trial.
ンタジー16のプロデューサーの吉田さんから OK が出ましたんで、
So yeah, I asked the producer on Final Fantasy XVI, you might know him, Naoki Yoshida. He said it was okay, so here we go.
頑張って作りますと。
This is the
この永
greatest.
遠の旅路という物語、ファイ
I
ナル
get
ファン
the
タジー
Clive
16の主人公であるクライブ・ロズフィールドと光の戦士の出会いの物語となってます。
Yo,
All right, it's called
I'm
The
calling
Path
it.
Infernal,
I'm
and
calling
of
it right
course
now.
will
Okay?
feature
Don't nobody
16's
question. I'm
protagonist,
calling it right
Clive
now.
Rosfield,
I kid
fighting
you not.
alongside the
In
Warriors
the
of Light.
trial, you turn into Ifrit. I stake my whole existence on
も
it.
ちろん
You
まだ
turn
ま
into
だファイナ
Ifrit
ルファ
and
ン
you
タジー
fight
16未プレイ
Ifrit.
ドという方もいらっしゃると思いますし、PS5 版今年の冬に買うよと、PC 版出たら買うよというふうに待ってらっしゃる方もいると思いますので、あまり過剰な16のネタバレにならないよう仕上げておきました。
Again, we've written the story so that it doesn't spoil too much of 16 for those players who have yet to play Final Fantasy 16, are looking to buy a PlayStation 5 this Christmas, or maybe waiting for the PC version. But there's enough in it so that everyone should have a lot of fun.
先ほど動画でご覧いただいた通り、16で大人気であるトルガルという、狼の、報酬など多数ギアご用意しております。
And I bet you all saw the Torgal goodies in that teaser trailer. Rest assured, there'll be a lot of unique loot for this collab, including gear.
Give me the sword, bro. Give me the sword.
オートコンボくれ。
Yo, if you give me
まあ
a
確かにね、オー
Gunbreaker
トコンボ
Clyde
コ
sword,
ラボレーションで出てきたらちょっと面白い。
That would be great. That's a good idea. And those auto
doesn't
combos in there.
matter.
でも
It doesn't.
そのリングつけるとアイテムレベル下がる。
Oh yeah, but if you do put on the rings of the timely rings, then your item level is going to go down. So I don't know.
ぜひですね、まあある意味物語の導入に近い、それほどね、壮大な物語というよりは16の世界を垣間見るような冒険になっています。ぜひ、それらをプレイしてですね、 PC 版だったり、それからファイナルファンタジー16の DLC などにもご期待しつつ、両方14も16も楽しんでいただければ嬉しいですと、ファイナルファンタジー16のプロデューサーの吉田さんからコメントを預かってきております。
So again, we'd like you to think of this collaboration as kind of an introduction to the world of Final Fantasy 16 for all of our Final Fantasy 14 players. We can't wait for you to get your hands on this new content, and we're currently developing alongside Final Fantasy 16 DLC and the PC version. And of course, you know, we got the okay from the producer, and he told us that, you know, it was okay to go. So we're gonna do it.
Yo, it's gonna be so cracked, man. I can't wait.
ありがとうございます。では、ちょっとここでお知らせを最後基調講演ではあるんですがさせてください。
Okay. So next up, we have a final announcement.
クラウドデータセンターというもののテスト、我々進めております。
All right. As I talked about recently, we have a cloud server. Cloud data center stress test coming up.
今まで、皆さんがプレイしてくださっている、データセンターというのは物理で、出来上がってるんですが、今回クラウドというたくさんの、マシンをつなぎ合わせてこうちょっとね動的に、大きくしたり小さくしたりできる、まあそれをクラウドってよく呼ぶんですけど、それによってこうサーバーの拡張性が柔軟になるっていうクラウドデータセンターでプレイヤーの皆さんにぜひテストをお願いしたいです。
All right. Basically, up until now, all of our data centers have been using physical servers. And we want to do this test with the cloud servers to make it easier to expand these. And so, to help do this, we need your help with the test.
5年前から検証スタートして、特にこの3年かなり、一生懸命いろんな企業さんと組んで構築してきたんですけど、クラウドデータセンターでプレイした時、実際にはどんな負荷がかかるのか、どんな問題が出るのか、ぜひ洗い出しをさせてください。
So we have spent the past several years exploring this possibility of expanding our data centers via the cloud servers, and we're at a point now that we need your help to help us with, you know, find out any kind of things and issues that may occur.
これからもファイナルファンタジー14どんどん拡張していくために、ぜひ皆さんのお手伝い、お力をお貸しいただきたいです。
Again, we would deeply appreciate your participation, as it will help us continue to expand our game and our community.
その概要こちらになります。
So we're going to talk a little bit about what this test entails.
東海岸で、実際にクラウドデータセンターを行うんですが、アメリカのただヨーロッパ側からのテストもぜひお願いしたいです。
So the test will be conducted via our North American East Coast data center. That said, we encourage players from all over the world in Europe, Japan, to join the test.
そうですね。もちろん日本の方もぜひよろしくお願いします。
That's right. Players from Japan as well, you're welcome to join.
新規キャラクターのみ、作成可能で、テスト終了時に申し訳ありません、データは一旦ワイプさせていただきます。
All right, so we're going to be asking players to create new characters for the test, but unfortunately we're going to have to wipe those characters after the test is over.
その他いくつかちょっと制約はあるんですが、キャラクターを作った際にですね、メインクエストや各ジョブのレベルをアップさせる冒険録、このキャラクターにプレゼントさせていただきます。
And as you can see, there are several other restrictions, but to help players jump right into the test right away, we will be offering Tales of Adventure for all the main scenario and all the main jobs.
ギルも5000万ギルお渡しします。
And also going to give you 50 million gil.
ぜひ皆さんでですね、皆さんは自由にいろんなコンテンツをマッチングしてプレイしていただければいいだけです。
Again, we won't be asking players to play a certain way. We just need to have you come in and enjoy as much content as possible.
はい、ぜひ皆さんでさまざまなコンテンツプレイしていただけると大変助かります。
And again, we hope that you all join us in this test.
I mean, there's nothing you gain nothing
皆
from
さん
doing
の
this
力
because
ぜひ
they've
14のため
definitely
に
made it
お貸し
very
くださ
very
い。
certainly
Again,
clear that like
this is
there's
for
no
14,
way
this
to
is for our
like
future, and we hope to
there's
see
no way
you
to
join
take
the test.
anything out of that data center onto like a different place. So like I get that. I totally get that. I would definitely make a character on it and like go through and walk her 100% for sure. I would. I love
僕の
Endwalker
基
story.
調講演もいよいよ終わろうとしておりますので、今回この
It'd be
ドント
cool
レール
if you just had
黄金の
everything
レガシ
maxed
ー
out.
もちろん
Also, everything unlocked.
ファイ
That'd
ナ
be
ルファン
cool
タジー
too.
シリーズイメージアート数々ねお書きいただいている天野先生にも今回ドントレーラーイメージイラストを
So
描
many
いてい
people
ただ
are
いて
gonna
ます。
just go
All
in
right,
the data
so
center
before we
and
wrap
just
things
mess
up this
around.
morning, there's one last slide I'd like to show you. All new Dawn Trail artwork by the one, the only Yoshitaka Amano.
Oh my god, yeah. It's the revealing art? Ooh. This is sick. Who's at the bottom? Okay. Oh, this is sick actually. I feel like there's like a little bit of like a half missing.
Something about this artwork reminds me a lot of the original Final Fantasy III artwork.
Oh, that's also a good point.
天野先生も
True,
非常にノリノリでいつもファイナルファンタジー14イメージイラスト描いていただいておりますので今回もものすごいスピードで仕上げていただきました。
And Amano-san really enjoys making artwork for Final Fantasy XIV, and he created this in a short amount of time.
さて、欧州ファンフェスティバル、
Everything
スタートを
Amano-san touches turns
飾る
into
基調講演として、僕の、
Instantaneously.
トークセッションでしたが、今日お話しできるのはここまでとなります。
All right, that's all for today's keynote. I can't say any more.
この先の最後のいろいろ隠された情報をすべてぶちまけていくのは、日本のファンフェスで行わせていただきたいと思います。
But I will
That's
be able to
gonna
tell
be
more
the
when we
day.
see you again next at our keynote at Tokyo Fan Festival.
That's going to be the day. That's the day. That is the day. We get the jobs.
Thank you.
We get the
で
lore.
は
We
こ
get
のまま
everything.
オープニングセレモニーの方に移っていきたいと思います。
All right, so now it's time to move into our opening ceremony.
そのオープニングに際してですね、
You need both swords for the
Yeah.
opening ceremony.
いやもうクリッカーいらないからさ。
Ah, okay. Weapon change.
Give us a pose.
今回ロンドンのファンフェス、ね、ここから開幕していきますがとてもスペシャルなゲストにお越しいただいております。
All right, but before we move to the opening ceremony, I first need to summon a very important guest here with us for FanFest.
ファイナルファンタジーシリーズの
Imagine
生
he
みの
comes
親
out in the job.
The father of Final Fantasy,
ヒロノブ坂口。
Oh my god. That's father, bro. That's it. This man is the gem of the universe. The gem. Gem.
いやもう
Nobody messes with him.
14プレイ始めてくださって2年以上ですよね。
もうガチで
so it's been
Nobody
about
messes
2
with the
years
father,
since you started
bro.
Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh yeah,
ここ
hardcore.
ここみんな非課線なんですよね
So everybody here is a warrior of light?
ウォーリアーブライト。
すいません仲間です
Yeah, I am one of
仲間です
you.
まだ2年のちょっと新人ですけど仲間です
Although I've only been playing for 2 years, so I'm rather new to the scene.
Bro, he plays
もう
melee.
毎
It's
日
incredible, actually.
ほぼインして14が僕の生活の 30% ぐらいを占めているもう本当に14万歳
So I've been logging in every day, and I think it takes up about a third of my life, basically. So I just love 14.
いや
まあぜひ今日から2日間皆さん
This
と
is
の
the
ミート
greatest
グリートもありますし
interaction
今
conversation I
日
could have ever
明日
dreamed
ステ
for
ー
in my
ジにも
entire life. I'm so
特別コーナー
はい
ご用意してますので、
Two of the
ぜひ
greatest
ですね
celebrities in the history of
最後
video
まで
games.
プレイヤーのもう本当光の
They
戦士
work
と
at the
して
same
来たっておっ
company.
しゃってま
Like
したんで、
that's
Takaguchi-san will be here with us for the next 2 days for stages, for signing sessions. So if you see him, please, sir, to make you say hello because he's one of us.
あ、今日はね、一つ
that's the
Oreo
best
Itachi.
father, bro.
Oh, there's one thing I wanted to mention. I wanted to show
Yoshida-san.
my gratitude to you, Yoshida-san.
カッパありがとうございます。
Thank you for that in
The thing is
costume.
that he's also not even
もうカ
wearing
ッパ
the
最高でございま
costume
す。
I
for
love that
the
outfit.
new
Thank you
limited
so much for
job.
that.
カッ
So
パの
like
コスプレ作りましょうか。
we don't know yet.
So do we need to make some cosplay for you for that?
やりましょう。
They were thinking
Yes,
about it.
please.
I'm pretty sure, dog.
じゃあ改め
They
まして、
probably
光
have
の戦士の
him
皆さん、
out.
放送見てる
They
皆さんに
have
も
the
一
outfit
言
for the
何かご挨
limited
拶お
job.
願い
Right.
でき
They
ますか。
just
So do you
didn't
have a message
find
for
the
us
person
here
to
as well
put
as
it onto
everyone
it.
watching on the stream?
もう本当に世界中の方が見てらっしゃる。
見てらっしゃいます。はい。
Everybody around the world is watching, huh?
Yeah.
カッパありがとう。
Thank you for the kappa imp outfit.
まあ本当にこれだけ大勢の人でもちろん見てる方、まあそういうみんなとその14の中で出会えて一緒に冒険できるっていう本当にこの素晴らしい場所だと思うので14は本当になんだろう心から感謝したいと思います。本当にこれからもみんなで冒険しましょう。本当にありがとうございます。
And so there's so many people watching here as well as on the live stream, and it's just amazing to think how we can meet with each other in Final Fantasy XIV and go on our adventure together. It's such a wonderful place, this Final Fantasy XIV, so I really want to show my gratitude from the bottom of my heart. I would love to continue on this journey with you all.
さあではこれから2日間皆さん盛り上がっていきますので、ここからは開発チーム運営チームのみんなも登場してオープニングセレモニーに移っていきたいと思います。
All right, so let's have a great 2 days. And to help us, let us welcome to the stage our development and operations team.
Incredible. That's it. Incredible. That's all I can say. It was incredible because literally they keep on opening the faucet of information just more and more and more. And it just gets better with time. That's all I can do.
Welcome to Fan Festival 2023 in London!
This is the greatest game of all time.
My name is Tasha. Some of you might recognize me as Kiwi Kopo from EU Community Team, and I will be your host for this event.
Love it.
This is actually my first time on stage at Fan Festival, so I'm super excited and honored to be here, and I look forward to spending the next 2 days with you all.
Bro, look at her shirt. She got a Clash on the Big Bridge
But-
shirt.
That's enough from me, because please give a very warm FanFest welcome to our lovely folks coming in all the way from Japan, our dev team.
God.
皆さん、はじめまして、テクニカルアーティストの岡下と申します。
Hello everyone, it's nice to meet you. I am Tatsuya Okahisa, a technical artist.
本日はこの後の開発パネルに参加する予定です。
So today's plan for me is to speak at the developers panel later today.
テクニカルアーティストって何だろうって思われた方はぜひこの後の開発パネルをご覧ください。
If you're wondering what a technical artist is, I hope you watch the developers panel later.
グラフィックスアップデートの内容も盛りだくさんでお届けしたいと思います。
We'll be talking about some of the elements that are going into the graphical updates as well.
2日間楽しんでいきましょう。よろしくお願いいたし
I
ま
just
す。
want to
Let's have
hear
fun
the
this next
standing
2 days. Thank you
ovation
so
for when
much.
Soken appears, and then, you know what I mean? That's it.
はい、皆さんこんにちは。バックグラウンドアーティストの志田正人と申します。
Background artist.
Hello everyone, my name is Masato Shida. I am a background artist.
Such a
皆
W.
さん楽しんでますか？
The
Is
background.
everybody having fun so far?
The background.
私は 時差ボケで正直眠いです。
Me, I'm suffering from jet lag, so I'm quite sleepy right now.
今回はですね、岡久さんと一緒に開発パネルをやります。
So I'm here with Mr. Okahisa to do the development panel.
This man is the
ステージ上で眠らないように気をつけますので。
I will be very careful not to fall asleep while I'm on stage.
またすぐお会いしましょう。よろしくお願いします。
I will see you very soon. Thank you again.
Hey everybody, I spent so much time prepping for the keynote, I kind of forgot to make a speech for the opening ceremony. But I'm really excited to be back in London. I love being a part of all of this, meeting all of you.
I'm telling you right now,
we have some great interpreters that are going to be handling the stuff on stage. That means I get to spend a lot of time down on the floor. If you see me, want to take a selfie, want to hug me, let's do it. I'm here for you.
I need the shirt. I need the shirt. That's it. I need the shirt. Simple answer. I need a shirt. Just let the shirt be for sale somewhere in the world. Give this man the crown.
My name is Masayoshi Soken.
That's the man right
Final
there.
Fantasy 14 sound director. Please welcome Fan Festival.
I also need the hoodie.
In London.
I need the hoodie. He's got a 10th anniversary.
それさっき俺言ったやつ。
That's what I already said. I already said that.
ですね、ここから日本語でいきます。
Pardon me for starting in Japanese from here.
新しいトレーラーの音楽はいかがでしたか？
I wanted to ask, what did you think of the new music in the music in the new
The
trailer?
music is actually super fire with the revamp of it, because you know that song is like 7 minutes long and they cut that down to like 3. So that's incredible actually.
So, for those attending today's Fan Festival sessions, we will be having a piano concert later today.
Man.
そして明日はプライマルズのロックコンサートがあります。
And then tomorrow we will have the Primals perform in a rock concert.
Let's go. Bro, Primals is lit. Love him.
Let's have a fun!
Hello everyone.
Let's go.
My name is Toshio Morochi. You are global community processor here, also known as a Fox Clone.
This man is the
コミュニテ
GOAT.
ィチームモロボロことムロウチです。お久しぶりです。
We protect this man
Actually, the London is
with our
personally a
lives.
very special place for me personally, because back in 2004, I was actually living in London to bring up the European service of Final Fantasy 11. And after around 20 years, I finally revealed a new alliance with Series 8 crossover bundle deal. So now I'm very feeling old officially.
Bro, we love you.
個人的にはですね、ロンドンすごい思い出深い年でして、2004年頃ロンドンに住んでまして、ヨーロッパのファイナルファンタジー11のサービスを立ち上げるために住んでたんですけど、まさか20年経ったらここでね、14で新しい11のアライアンスレードが発表されるとは、まあそれは年も取ったなと思うところでございます。So yeah, so anyway, I will be wandering around all around the venue for next 2 days. So let's have fun together. Thank you very much.
W.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone, my name is Heather and I will be interpreting for some of the stages at the London Fanfest. It is my first time on stage at a Fanfest and I'm super excited. I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you.
W, welcome.
And I would just like to say a quick hello to everyone on the stream as well. 配信をご覧になっている皆さん、こんにちは。ヘダルと言います。今回のロンドンファンフェスで一部のステージの通訳をさせていただきます。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
W. My man's is a natural. It's actually incredible.
Hello everyone, everyone. Aimee here from the Los Angeles office of Square Enix. I'll also be helping translate some of the stage panels. I hope we all have fun the next 2 days. Thank you so much.
Bro, she's been around in the business since the day of time, and we love her too. That's it. Simple answer. W.
さあそれでは2日間盛り上がってまいりましょ
All right, let's have a great 2 days.
う Let's enjoy Fun Festival!
Heck yeah, dude. And I think that's the perfect way to end it. See? That festival is going to be incredible this year, and I can't wait for Dawntrail too, man. I'm telling you now. So, have fun. We'll see you back in January. It'll be the vibe. That's all there is to it. So I can't wait, man. I'm excited for it.
Thank you so
It's
much
gonna
for
be
the
sick.
warm FanFest
So-
welcome.
I'm out of here. I'm excited for all this too, so we'll find out more. I mean, I'm gonna come back and watch all this
So,
later on for sure.
Who here is
But
excited
doing
for Dawntrail?
doing this for like a 5 a.m. kind of banger kind of vibe, man, was actually crazy.
hello?
So I actually
give me a
really
sec.
enjoyed
Okay,
that.
now it's-
But we are here gaming, so I'm chilling. Alrighty, everyone have a good night. I'll see y'all. No, not tomorrow. Sunday. We'll be back on Sunday. Thank you for tuning in at 6 in the morning. Appreciate it. I'm going to bed.